me caught in chains, yeah. You have collapsed my plans, yeah. And that for me is speed with your eyes. Yeah.
There's no way home, and I have no mercy. There's no way up, so I'm going down. Still I keep on living, so you pull me closer. When I have no mercy, let's carry on. No reasons to stop it. I would do it on my own, I can't deny it. Still trying to put and trying to be. When we let's carry on. No reasons to stop it. I wouldn't do it on my own. I can't deny it. Still trying to build and trying to be. When we, there's no way home, and I have no mercy. There's no way up, so I'm going down. Still I keep on living, so you pull me closer. When I have no mercy, let's carry on. No reasons to stop it.
I've never felt so alive in my life. 'Cause you make me come to life every time. I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see? I'm crashing into you. I'm crashing into you.
2022 GSL Season 2. Africa TV, Freak Up Studio, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the round of 10 of the GSL Code S. How you doing, Artosis?
Oh, I'm doing fantastically,
Yeah.
Tasteless. The round of 10, we're going to have a lot of variety from here on out, basically, in the tournament. And that's going to be a lot of fun. A very different format from the group phase and very refreshing, I would say.
Yeah, I like that we mixed it up here. I mean, obviously it's the same show, but having a new format, I think, does make it a little bit more interesting. I wasn't sure what to think about this change in the tournament when we started the last season, but I actually quite like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would like anything a little bit different at this point, I think, right?
Yeah.
Because we've been doing the GSL group format for so long, and it's a great format, to be sure, but yeah, it's nice to spice things up.
Yeah, and so keep in mind as we go through the day here, the results that we're going to be getting in, nothing's going to be truly finalized yet. Until we get
nothing's
to that.
decided today.
Yeah, so that's the only maybe a little bit of a downside, but it does make it a little bit different here. So if you're used to the old format where we're kind of going through like winners, losers, and then that final match, it's a little bit different here. It's a round robin.
That's right. And by the way, like we're live today, Monday, and then we're going to be live tomorrow, Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we've had a schedule change. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, and we're going to show that in a minute. But then with the week off that's coming up, you're going to see here, because of DreamHack Valencia, there is going to be a little bit of, the schedule just being changed. There's a week in between there. See that thing that says break that's a straight line?
I actually really don't like that that's the way that looks, because that's
makes...
totally I was actually looking at that, and I was just thinking, well, how are they going to get back in time for that Group A? But basically, we're going to have Group B tomorrow, and then there's going to be some time off for all of us over here at the studio. So if you're watching now or you're here in person, you are welcome to come back tomorrow or tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, and quite the cliffhanger, right? Because we're going to do week 1 of Group A and Group B. Nothing's going to be decided. Full week off, and then we're going to figure it out.
That's right. So you guys can see here, here's the format for the round of 10. Again, if you missed the last season, we do have a very different way right in the middle of the tournament as far as eliminating the players.
Yeah, and this will feed into that round of 6, which is kind of fun the way that it does that, right? Like you can do kind of mediocrely. Like someone can do very poorly today and still get through. We saw that last season.
Right.
They did very poorly on day 1. I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it Hero or something? I think.
I actually can't remember off the top of my head, but
someone did very poorly on their first day and then came right back through.
Yeah, so this is, I think, a better experience for the players, especially when you get to this part of the tournament. Really get to size everybody up against everybody else. We also have new maps here. We're going to be on Cosmic Sapphire.
That's right. And as you can see, hashtag there is a gold base at 7 o'clock. Also, hashtag there is a Xel'Naga tower. You're the 1 o'clock position. We ain't done the hashtags, Tasteless. When the rocks in front of the expansion are destroyed, the straight path is opened. This is how StarCraft's meant to be, is the destructible rocks opening the map up. And then, of course, the last and final hashtag, the first 4 expansions are easy to defend, but the 5th and 6th are difficult to defend.
It's going to be interesting seeing in TVZs and PVZs how that pans out. Might put a little bit more of a burden there on the Zerg players as they get in the late game. It does seem like...
I think they'll just spread creep to those bases. What do you think?
And if they can't get creep there, they'll just put Overlords in the other spots. But it does seem like we've had a couple of maps here that sort of lend themselves to be late bases, very accessible to Zerg, and it seems like as we're going to continue to craft maps out here, we do want to have, I think, more of a burden on the Zergs in the later part of the game.
Yeah.
What are you giggling about?
Well, you said as we continue to craft maps. You've never said that before.
It's the first time I've said that ever. I'm trying to find new ways to say the same thing.
I thought, craft macaroni and cheese.
Oh my god, I almost choked. Oh, you are a treasure, Artosis.
Oh, you're going to miss me.
All right, we're going to go to the interview. Andy, go ahead.
All right, so last season, the round of 10 format was introduced for the first time, and we have a stack of great matchups today. Very highly anticipated matches. Right, so we're going to have an interview with the day 1 of round of 10, week 1 players. So they are Maru, Hero, DRG, Zoun, and Sue. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right, so this is how the Group A matches turned out to be. And there are some people who are saying that Group A is comparably easier compared to Group B. So if you guys think this way, please put up your hand. Oh, nobody's putting up their hand. Okay, it feels like nobody agrees with that. Right, so Hero, you're voted first place as the player who is most disliked as opponent. And everybody has been praising for his ability and skills in this season. So Hero, why did you not put up your hand? Well, I didn't really agree with it, that's why. So Hero, you were voted as a very picky player, so what about that? I mean, I didn't put up my hand as well. So DRG, you as well, you have been putting on a consistent performance after your military service, and you also defeated Rogue on your way here.
그냥 저의 반대편 조가
Well, just like last
더
season,
좋아 보여가지고.
I feel like Group B is comparably easier.
제가 알기로 박한솔 선수가요. 어윤수 선수
So, Zoun,
방송에 들어가셔서
I heard that you
영승 4패
appeared on DRG stream and then you said to him, "Hey bro, congratulations on your 0 wins, 4 losses in advance." I heard that you said that in chat. Is that true?
진짜 다른 조에서 만나가지고 영국 사표로 같이 떨어지는.
Well, we were supposed to meet in different groups and then get eliminated with 0 win, 4 losses. But you know, we're in the same group, so this is quite fascinating.
2위를 바라보시는 분이기 때문에 여기 10강에서 떨어질 생각이 없으시거든요.
So Sue, you probably don't want to be eliminated here in the round 10.
어떤 선수일까요?
So do you have a certain walkable player in mind? A free win card?
사실 뭐 그런 생각은 없었는데
Not really.
자꾸 한 소리가 옆에서 도발해가지고.
But you know, Zoun has been provoking me a lot recently,
한
so
소리만 이기고.
even if I do get eliminated, I'm gonna take down Zoun
무슨 일이 있어도
before I go down.
박한솔 선수 한 명만을 잡겠다.
Wow,
사실
Sue,
정말 재밌는 게요.
that's some determination there.
이번 시즌에도 조성주, 박한솔, 김준호 이 세
So,
선수가
Maru,
또 한 번 묶이게
Zoun,
됐습니다.
And Hero,
지난 시즌
I want to ask you a question.
슈퍼리그에서도 만났었고,
So
이
you guys
친구는
met
정말
last
치열하게
season
경쟁을
in the full league
하시다가
round of 10,
이렇게 운명이 뒤바뀐 또
and then you guys
결과가
shared a common narrative
있었어요.
at the time.
그래서 조성주 선수께 질문 드릴게요.
So I want to ask you a question, Maru.
그때 나의 확정은 나의 탈락은
At the
확정된
time,
상황에서
your
조성주의
your elimination was
운명만
certain.
좌우하잖아요. 이번에는 좀 어떤
And then that
위치에서
time you beat
경기가
Hero
있었을지
2-1
궁금해요.
to make DRG advance. So what about this time?
하니까 너무 힘들더라고요.
Well, you know, in week 1 last season, you know, I had 2 losses. So it's been a very difficult journey afterwards. So this time, I want to have at least 1 win.
이번에는 좀 어떤 마음이세요?
So Hero, what kind of mindset do you have today?
상대랑 마찬가지로
Well, just like Maru,
첫날이 중요한 거 같고.
I think the first day is very important, very instrumental.
저번에 성주한테 고춧가루를.
You know, last time, you know, Maru defeated me, and then I got eliminated. And in my slot, DRG advanced. So that was quite unfortunate. So DRG, you defeated Rogue on your way here. Today, you have a match against Sue. So what about today, DVD?
그 상대전적상으로 제 천적이어가지고.
Well, you know, he's kind of like my nemesis in our matchup. So I think it's going to be a very hard match today. And Sue actually said that he's quite close to you recently. So do you agree with that?
옛날 같았으면은.
Well, if it was a long time ago,
쉽다고 생각했겠지만.
I would say this matchup is quite easy for me.
너무 잘해가지고.
But right now, DRG is on a roll. He's very good. So I think it's going to be hard. So this week, all these players are going to have to secure at least 1 win to have a comfortable week 2 match. So before we wrap this up, how about every one of you say something before we move on to the match? Okay, Maru first.
일단 저번에는 2패 시작했으니까.
So last time I started was 2 losses. So this time I'm going to secure at least 1 win in today's match. Then Hero, what about you?
성주의 그 1승에 제가 없을 겁니다.
I'm going to beat Maru at all costs today.
준호가 없으면
What about you, Sue?
절것 같은데.
Well, if it's not Hero, then I think I'm gonna be defeated by Maru. Even if I do get defeated by Maru,
최선을 다해보겠습니다.
I'm going to at least defeat Zoun. Then what about you, Zoun?
이게 1일차 때 무조건 잘해야 돼가지고.
You know, you gotta be really good on day one. Day one is really important. So I'm gonna try to feel at ease and try to play comfortably and move on to the next round. All right, then what about you, DRG?
저번 시즌에는 그냥 성주한테 기대가지고 운이 좋게 올라갔는데.
Well, last season I made it to the next round by coincidence, thanks to Maru. This time I want to move there by skills. Alright, so the first place will move on to round of 4, the second and the third will move on to round of 6, and the rest of the 2 players will get eliminated this season. Alright, we're gonna dive into the match.
Thank you, Andy. Excellent work as always. Okay, so guys, it's going to be going through the first part here of Group A.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, it's going to be a little bit of downtime before we get to wrap up Group A because of that break.
Yeah.
Because of our scheduling conflict here. But anyways, yeah, excited to get this group started here.
Indeed. So, I mean, it's a great match to start off on as well, right?
Right.
Maru versus Hero. We're going to see if Hero's craziness is enough to overcome Maru, can Maru actually make it into that round of 6? This definitely looks like a GSL that is very winnable for him.
Yeah, to be honest, Hero is the player I am the most excited about out of everybody in this tournament. He's shown, he was always a lot of fun to cast, right? I mean, he was a little bit like SOS, but had, I think, less totally eccentric strats and more impressive micro and execution, I guess would be one way to put it. He's somewhere between a parting and an SOS.
Yeah, I would say he's slightly closer to parting. He's got like some of the best micro, definitely a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is very on-the-fly creative, it feels like.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I think a lot of what parting does is very premeditated and mapped out. It seems like Heroes has really good instinct in the game.
It feels that way, yeah.
And I think out here in Korea, testing your style against Maru is basically testing your ability against the very best of that race.
Yes.
So I think this is going to be a really interesting one going forward here.
Yeah, like what is he actually going to bust out here? Is he going to play super cheesy aggressive? Is he going to go for bigger macro games? I think he will stay pretty aggressive overall.
I think so. Hero, I would say, probably has some of the best and most successful timing attacks in the whole game. Again, really impeccable control. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that he also has been introducing this very cool alternative style to PvZ. Obviously, this isn't a PvZ, but let's keep that in mind. He may have some new approaches to this matchup as well.
Oh, absolutely. He's definitely a very creative player. And of course can devote like his entire brain to it now, right? Like with the military out of the way, I feel like that's a big burden that's gone, right? If you really want to dive in, you can do it with no regrets at this point.
Right. Now, of course, Maru here, look, he's been looking amazing. He's been in great form here. Obviously, I think most of modern StarCraft 2 has been very, very Zerg dominant, but, I think if Maru if he didn't exist in the lineup of players, Terran would look a lot more hopeless,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would have had to shut the doors on the servers when TY went to the military if Maru
we would have just had to make this into Warcraft 2 and just have Zerg and Protoss
Pretty much.
But he seems to just have the ability to play and perform in a way that is just, almost like a fourth race really here. So we're going to start this out on Hardwire, go to 2,000 atmospheres, and if we get a Game 3, it's going to end on Burly Grad.
Yeah, should be good. I think it is going to go to Game 3. Hard to imagine a 2-0 here.
Yeah, I think they're very evenly matched. I think this is two of the strongest players in this season of GSL for sure.
Yeah, certainly.
So this should be a good one. And it looks like our game is now loaded up, guys. Game 1 with Maru versus Hero.
Onside Gaming, Maru. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Hero.
All right.
So Maru's got an SCV already going down towards the bottom right side of the map. Is he going to actually build something with this, or is he just basically checking for proxies? I mean, Hero is sort of known to do that a lot.
Yeah, I think it's just an eBay block, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Which, eBay block, I feel like it's not as good against Hero. I think in general it's a pretty good move overall. It can screw up a lot of build orders, but Hero is like a guy that's more likely to one base, and he's also a bit more creative than a lot of players, right? So I don't think this is going to affect him. He's even got 3 guys on gas already.
Got some Maru support in the audience here. Thank you for coming down, everybody. It's been so cool to have an audience again. And I get a lot of people tweeting at me or DMing me about coming down. I mean, even right now, our studio is not completely full. I mean, so if you want to make it down, I think we're kind of still, as far as human behavior goes, still kind of getting out of the pandemic, if that makes any sense. So the studio is still not as packed, so you're definitely more than welcome to come down and hang out.
It's gotten more and more busy, though.
It feels like every week we get a few more people in here.
Yeah.
This is one of the countries that was a little bit later to open back up. Yeah, the eBay block is I think very strong. But what you said earlier, Tosis, I really agree with. I feel like this is probably one of the weaker moves against somebody like Hero. I feel like Hero's he's hard to kind of punish and lock into a position. He's really good at he's a very slippery player to play against.
Sure. One thing I do want to mention here is that I do not like, and I've been very vocal about this, if someone eBay blocks you and you make your next at the third base, I think that is one of the most dangerous things you can possibly do, because there's so many things that can punish this. Like, for instance, Hellions. Like, how many times have we seen, like, Parting make a Nexus third when he gets blocked, and then Hellions run in and kill all his probes? It's very hard to block because you don't have a proper SimCity, right? Like, even if you take your natural, if you don't SimCity perfectly and on time, the Hellions can kill everything. But then Maru is going down a different path, which is just a 3-racks opener. So now we have 2 distinct locations that must be defended against this. And that's going to be scary, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I like the placement of these barracks here.
Yeah.
So I feel like we haven't actually seen Maru do this build before.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't ever do this. He's so tech.
This feels like what Beyond normally does, but I think Maru clearly has actually planned this out pretty well. Because, like, if you had to cover up the IDs, and, like, you showed this game to me, Maru would be the last guy I would bet to do this. Yeah. So I think he's basically prepped very well for Hero.
Yeah, this would be, I would be guessing Beyond or Hero right now. They've both been using this build a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Beyond has literally always used this build a lot.
Yeah.
For him, it never went out of fashion.
Yeah.
But it seems like it has gained, a little bit as far as popularity. Now, the Oracle actually flies in and sees it. He did a good job of zoning it for a little bit.
Yeah, this is funny because we caught it off screen, but there's a gateway being warped in at 12 o'clock. And that's because Hero wanted to do a timing attack. I don't know if he wants to do it now that he sees there's just many barracks here.
Yeah, that might be.
But it seems like Maru's strategy has now been discovered. I don't know what this means for these two builds interacting with each other, but obviously if you know an attack's going to come, it's always better for you, right? I mean, you can prep.
Oh, absolutely. And, I mean, being on 4 gates and getting Blink, he can absolutely field enough Stalkers to hold this off. In fact, if he does nothing but make Stalkers here, with his level of micro, there is a possibility he whittles it down to just about nothing. Like, Hero, I like how he's done this. He didn't even make a second Oracle. I think a lot of people would see this and say, oh, maybe I should get multiple Oracles or something, right? Like, try to punish the fact that he's going so heavy on Marines or something. But no, this is fantastic from Hero. Let's see, like, is he going to be able to actually get enough Stalkers out with Blink? And I think the answer is going to be yes. Like, I don't think he's going to lose anything big.
Okay, this attack is inbound. It feels like this can't work, right? For how long the Hero has seen this coming.
It seems like he's prepared for it very, very well.
Yeah, like if
Blink is about to finish, 4 batteries are about to finish, more Stalkers are coming 4 at a time. That's hard to stop. Oh, he's got to be careful right there, though.
He's got a little tactic set up here behind the smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised he went out and battled at the smoke. It's like the only area where you completely can't really do anything. All right, Blink's away. He's fine. Maru trying to be very careful with this. Doesn't want to lose too much.
And, you know, so far it seems like this has been deflected, like, really well.
Yeah.
You know, keep in mind that there's no medevacs with this, so every time you stim, it is permanent. And there's a point where, you know, you're going to be so low on HP, everything just gets one-shotted. Maru's going to try to set up to sandwich this. It doesn't look like it's going to work out that well. And he pretty easily blinks away. I like the 4 Stalkers here. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, blinking into the main base now here. Going to be able to one-shot SCVs. Absolutely fantastic. Forces a lot of units back. They stim in, and he can just get out with them now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Hero dealt with this basically perfectly.
Yeah, and now he's going to come up here and attack the front, and I think he might just have enough to fight this if he blinks correctly. I mean, again, every shot is permanent. It's I don't mean to, like, you know, repeat myself too much here, but, you know, if you don't have medevacs here and the Protoss has shields and is blinking away, like, this is really bad for the Terran. You know, now there are 2 medevacs being made here, but everything is so damaged, I don't know how much it's going to help. And more Stalkers are being warped in here. I mean,
Yeah, he's staying really active and starting to pick off a lot of these right before any medevacs are getting out. Look at this. Does he hit that critical mass where he can actually just overwhelm this? He might. The SCV's being pulled up. Hero pulling back more quickly now after that stim as well. But now we have medevacs. Now the damage tasteless. Not permanent.
Not permanent, but I don't know how much energy is going to actually be here. You can see the moment that he stims, he runs away again. Oh, a little bit of miscontrol there by Hero. And I don't see any reason why Hero wouldn't just keep doing this.
Yeah.
He is definitely killing more of Maru's stuff than Maru is killing his. In fact, we're seeing, I think, almost nothing get killed here for Hero. So, you know, eventually, I think it could end up just, you know, overwhelming him and winning the game, basically.
Yeah, 20 Stalkers is pretty serious. Now he's adding more gates, getting some Zealots, getting an Immortal +1. So he is continuing to go forward with his build as well. Now, Maru's army is getting pretty scary. He has used up a lot of energy on these medevacs trying to heal that damage. But as his Marauder count grows, he is going to trade a bit better against these Stalkers.
Okay. The Widow... Ooh! Almost misstep there. Looks like he's going to be able to tag that with the Oracle. We do see Maru beginning to kind of break free here. I mean, goes to show you how good he is under pressure like that. But we have more tech coming. Let's keep in mind big picture, because we're basically just watching these little armies fight each other. It is Hero on 3 bases. Maru's still on 2 for a long time.
Yeah. It does look better for Hero, there's no doubt. This is the point in the game where really Maru's supposed to be up in army supply, and that's not the case here. His economy's still strong. He hasn't really taken damage on that, so that's nice. He is going to Ghost Academy. That's nice as well. But Hero's got a very scary army.
Yeah, and he's got some speed lots with this as well here, charge lots, so he's going to be able to do a lot of damage here, even seeing that Widow Mine. And I think we may be almost to the boiling point here. Or like, I don't know that Maru can actually last in this game for much longer here. You see the medevacs, their energy is almost entirely depleted. I saw an Immortal, I swear. I don't know where it is now, but that should be coming up with the mix, which should add more punch to this. And again, at this point in time, it's not even about, you know, Terran getting a third. It's more about, can Terran even survive the next couple of minutes here? There it is. 2 Immortals are going to be out now.
Yeah, that's rough. Now, that's a good mine hit. The second mine hit, not quite as good. There's some good micro here from Maru, but the 2 Immortals adding that extra damage is so fearful.
Okay. More Zealots are going to come up here. And I mean, this is just looking worse and worse here. We're just at this point in time, it's just Marauders, by the way, which is going to be really bad for these, you know, when they start to get hit with these Immortals. Don't count Maru out, but again, I mean, this is just looking so dire right now. He does have 1 Ghost with the group. I'm not sure how helpful that's going to be. You can see the extra command center is already going to get landed up there in the main. He knows he's not going to be able to get out of here for a while, so he might as well make SCVs or something with it. Try to get some kind of value out of it.
Not the best force fields right there. Maru, you know, as these ghosts come out, that's going to help him to push a little bit further forward. Colossi are coming up to join. Thermalance is not done quite yet, and look at this, 2 Disruptors as well. So, man, we are getting very close to Maru death.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. Maru's basically been fighting this off for what I think is like 5 or 6 minutes now. He has, you know, been able to stretch his legs a little bit. I mean, he's going to have a 3rd CC landed over here, but this is probably when Hero wants to try to attack in.
Well, I think that might be a little bit premature. That is a great split and spread here from Maru. Marauders doing a good job with those Immortals in the back. They're doing a great job as well. More Zealots coming forward. Maru is actually eliminating a lot of units, brings a mine drop right into the center of everything. And man, I tell you, you make one little mistake here against Maru, and he jumps all over you.
Yeah, it looks like he thought about dive bombing that and just dropping the infantry on there, but then he's like, okay, no, back up. That's actually crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think
Hero just dives, like, literally if he waits for like 1 more round or comes in from a different angle, I think he does like 5 times better there.
Yeah.
I think that was
I don't think we were wrong in saying it looked like Hero was, you know,
well, he was certainly
close
getting
to the
ahead.
finish line here, but
yeah.
Now again, doesn't mean Maru's going to win. Both these armies are pretty beaten up. Dude, good save.
Maru's so
that
fast.
was crazy. Hero has a 4th base, so he's still in pretty good shape economically here. Nice dodge on that. And I think Hero is not going to let up. He's going to keep trying to put pressure in over here. It's important to appreciate the geography here. It's basically these 2 lanes you can move down, which makes it hard to have proper surface area. It does give a bit of a defender's advantage. It's kind of like trying to move through a funnel.
Yeah. And the spreading here of Maru is just fantastic, so it's really hard to actually get your splash to be utilized. He gets like the ultimate arc upon you as well.
Right.
But look at the actual army here of Hero. It's so scary. 4 Colossus, 4 Disruptor. That's crazy. That is so much splash damage.
Okay. Coming up here. We have a lot of SCVs pulled. Oh, I'm sorry, they're not. They're actually expanding.
That was a super panicked 4 Disruptor shots sent out at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Definitely not the right way to do that, but he has more Disruptors coming now as well.
This is really impressive. It's like we're watching Maru with his back against the ropes. He's been taking a beating the whole time, but he's pretty much in full recovery mode now. It seems like these attacks are going worse and worse here. Again, though, this is one of these things where one side overextends a little bit and the game can end. So, you know, Hero had a lead, Maru's fought back, but now Maru has matched him on bases.
Yeah, he's done a very good job with that, that is for sure, but the amount of robo units here still make me very scared for Maru. That it gets harder and harder and harder to actually engage, even though he's whittled down so many gateway units. Look at that. I mean, amazing damage from Maru, but when you have 6 Disruptors and 3 Colossi, that is very hard to deal with.
Yeah. Okay, so he's coming up now. And I don't know that he's going to be able to get through. It's kind of mind-boggling here, to be totally honest. I mean, this is an 186 supply Protoss. I mean, he's basically maxed out. Now, I think he just outpositioned him there.
Yeah.
That was a big moment.
Yeah, he can actually get this command center, I think, as well. Just zone out a little bit. But yeah, the Disruptor shots are too powerful here.
Yeah. You know, that command center was dangling for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you or I noticed it. It didn't seem like Hero quite noticed it, or Maru for a little bit, but then there was an opening there. He came in there, he got a lot of damage, and 13 SCV kills is pretty big.
Yeah, for sure. 45 SCVs only now. Great EMPs go down, Disruptor balls absolutely everywhere, and it seems like Hero is going to finally overrun him.
Dude, what a game, though.
Yeah.
Maru putting up a hell of a fight.
Another round of Zealots coming in. Maru trying his damnedest here to stay alive. Can't quite do it.
Hero did it.
Look, we got to go back to the fact that Maru tried to open with a 3-racks opener, which he does not normally use. It really didn't do anything. Hero got a single Oracle out very, very quickly, scouted what was going on despite great zoning from Maru. And once he knew what was going on, he had like perfect counterplay against it, to be honest. And with his level of micro, I think that's a hard strat for Maru to pull off. Because really, it's like your micro can be pretty good as Terran there, but when you have someone superb like Hero that's going to control just right and not like blunder his units, it's very, very difficult.
Look, I think that all goes back to the beginning. We saw Maru do a build. It's just like, you know, that's not a Maru build. I think he did it trying to throw off Hero, but Hero scouted it, and I think Hero handled it very well. But kind of a reminder to Hero there of how strong of an opponent Maru is. Maru almost pushed out. For a little bit, he literally had matched him on bases. And was winning the fight. But eventually, you know, you have that many Colossus, you have that many Disruptors, too strong. Anyways, guys, Game 2 is on 2,000 Atmospheres, and we're ready to start that now.
Onside Gaming, Maru. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Hero.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not his main base.
Yeah. So straight up, throwing down that forward gateway, pylon in the main, that's the max packs, my man. Let's do it.
It's the Pax Max.
The Pax Max. That means like lots of peace, right? Like
Pax Max?
Yeah.
I don't know. So this is going to be a super cheesy build.
Yeah, you're not really cutting probes with it because you do
Right.
get that first pylon in the main base. So it can be tricky and throw Terran off for sure.
Yeah, it's actually one of the cooler openers, I think,
Yeah,
in the matchup.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
It's fun to cast. You having fun, Artosis?
Dude, I'm having fun. Ooh, fun day. Yeah. It's nothing like a little Star C2, man.
Yep. A little bit of star gamery going on here.
The factory going up, this is actually pretty fortunate for Maru. Obviously, he has not scouted yet. But the fact that he's going for like a tech build here to open against Hero. Wow, that's a great scout as well. Against Hero, who's trying to be cheesy, that's very good, right? If you make a command center here, maybe things go wrong. But he's going to have plenty of play. There's a lot of opportunities for him to just parry anything Hero's doing since he's not building that command center.
So he hasn't shown the Zealots. Well, here he is. Now he's brought the Zealots in here.
That's funny. I think Maru was not even looking, maybe?
Yeah, I think he saw the blip on the mini-map. He's going to come back. Now the Stalker's going to come in here. The Zealot can tank quite a lot of hits, but you know the Stalker is just a better unit than the Reaper.
Right, just barely gets out of there. Very well done. With the Stalker coming up, it gets more and more annoying. Oh my God. He is going to just get this add-on.
If he targets that, yeah.
Okay, the 2 Marines did make it out, which is actually pretty important here. If only one had popped out, if he had gotten
Yeah,
that
I
like
think he
1
would've just
second
died.
quicker. Yeah, the second Marine, like he would already have lost all of his units here. That's wild, man. That was so close to going wrong.
There's one Widow Vine. What is wrong with me? There's
Widow
one
Vine?
There's one Widow Mine coming out. I can't talk.
A Widow Vine.
Sorry, guys. Trying to cast this with a mouthful of peanut butters. Sorry. Nice moving. Ooh, and even pulls the mine into the SCVs.
Yeah. Well executed there. All right, this is some sloppiness going down. The Nexus has been started, but the command center finishes for Maru here. I think accidentally there for a moment. Gonna go ahead, push this mine up. He does have a Cyclone coming, which is gonna be very, very powerful. See if he pops out a Viking here. He will now. Oh, he actually is gonna get the meta back. So maybe looking for some counterplay there?
Yeah. Again, the beating's not done yet. The Cyclone is going to chase this out. And what's been a pretty tumultuous start here. Oh, nice. He gets that.
So nice. Very
Never fails
worth.
to amaze me, the range of that.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I really miss when the Cyclone first came out, when people just go lock onto your Nexus at the beginning of the game, you'd lose it.
Yeah, that was...
Just walk away from your defenses.
That was what we call the golden era of StarCraft,
no, that was the good old days. I really remember that fondly.
So he's got 2 Widow Mines in here, as this medevac is going to jettison north. But I got to say, you know, Maru kind of holding everything off here so far pretty nicely. All things considered, this could have gone a lot worse.
So a couple gates coming up along with Blink. It's a pretty normal continuation there. Let's see what he gets done with these mines.
Oh.
Okay,
oh
so
my God, he gets another one.
It feels like there was a bit of an error there.
Yeah, that was no.
That was... Yeah,
No, Artosis, that was a fight where both sides played perfectly.
Wow, you got it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, another proxy gate going down. Phoenix being made here. Gonna be able to chase that medevac out very nicely. Or should be boosting in there again in a second.
Yeah.
Almost
crazy
surprised
that
his Stalkers didn't just kind of wait.
I think what Heroes basically decided is that, like, all right, I need to actually start to fight him again here, or I'm just going to get further and further behind.
Ooh, good targeting.
And so what he's doing is he's just going to, like, try to run across here and figure something out. He's got the proxied gate. This could work, actually.
Yeah.
Again, I've always said I really like Heroes' instinct in general. I think he has a good way of kind of looking at the game when it's very chaotic and
Yeah.
parsing out what is going to be the best answer possible.
Well, he has an insane killer instinct, that's for sure. Oh my god. Okay, picks off a Cyclone and a tank. Actually, that was better done than I thought it would be when he split the shots up.
That looked like it was going to be the worst thing ever, and then he did it absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. He finished everything off just right at the end.
Now, there's only one tank out now. Keep in mind that, I mean, actually, a lot of the same ideas are kind of at play from game one here with the pressure, but, you know, if he can come in here and start to just avoid the tank or snipe the tank, both
Dude, he can lift it.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's going to get stim.
Okay, this actually is, now this could have been a little bit cleaner, I think, but honestly, getting stim.
That was awesome, I thought.
Yeah. It's really impressive, and he's going to go for DTs. Hero is a killer, man.
Yeah, he really is. And, I mean, the thing is, this is, like, they're playing some real StarCraft here, man. Like, this is back and forth. They're definitely both trying to think off the cuff of how to do this. Because it's not like you think to yourself, yeah, and then I deny Stim and add a Dark Shrine. That is, you know, everything has been crazy for basically the entire game. So a lot of freestyling going on. Oh, gets the tank, sacks the Phoenix for it. A very good sack, I think.
And almost gets this barracks, by the way.
Almost got the bunker as well.
Yeah, oh, did I say barracks? Excuse me. That's what I meant to say was bunker. Yeah, had he got the bunker, that could have been the moment where he could have actually been cracked open.
All right, Dark Shrine is almost done. Maru does have enough for a scan. 2 scans, in fact.
That's right.
So that's kind of impressive to see, because it's not, okay, he drops both the mules. Uh-oh. I was going to say, if he's, like, banking those purposefully, that's, like, an amazing read.
The DT can oftentimes be a good way to blindside them when you have this much stalker pressure. Even the way the last game worked. How much? So he has 38 energy on that CC, 31 on this.
Dude, this is going to be bad.
Does he want to go for the tank?
I think you go after SCVs.
Okay, yeah, I was looking at this differently. I was thinking maybe you want to come in and... all right, so he's going to start to get that.
Okay, he does want the tank.
Yeah. Well, he's going to save the tank. Oh! Oh, the stalkers are coming in. That was so confusing to look at.
Okay, so 1 DT is down. There is enough for a scan there. There you go.
There's 2 more DTs coming, though.
It's just got to be, right? He does have DT Blink on the way. It's a very, very, very early DT Blink.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I think in this situation, you can just stall him out. Like, that's a scary Terran army. For sure, the Terran army is like 100 times better than the Protoss army.
Yeah, for fighting, yeah.
But you got to wait for scans or a Raven, which obviously is not being made since he's going medevacs.
He's relying on scanners entirely here.
Yeah. And that's so annoying because, like, look at the army supply. 18 to 56 at that moment.
And the third base is up. I mean, that's normal for this matchup. 5 more gateways coming here. I think that Hero has set up a pretty good pin here. I mean, there's a lot of headache over on this side of the map.
And look at this. He's taking his swipes, and he's look at this. Maru just walks past.
Yeah, he's just going to try to ignore it. He's going to get that one. But this one can now blink into the main here.
Okay, but Maru's attack is just... Oh, this
Maru's
is so
attack
tricky, man.
might be enough to just destroy this third base.
Yeah,
this is the thing. I think Maru just kind of realized, like, oh, I need to just, like, actually ignore this.
Oh,
Blinks up. Did he get out?
Oh my god, I think that, yeah, the DT's still alive. But this attack is, I think, too much for the third, right? But he does have a DT in there.
Well, if he gets really good force fields, I think he might have trapped too much on that side.
Dude, look at the DT. The DT is just going to town on that.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
He's playing extremely
that DT
well.
has put out hundreds of damage.
It's crazy, man.
Like, hey, look at this. He's still
2 more
half
DTs.
the army supply. Half the army supply.
Yeah.
Maru's got, like, if Maru could see his units, like, he would kill this army twice with what he's got. Seriously. But...
Well, the DTs are doing so much work. I mean, it goes to show you what happens if you just don't respect the possibility of DTs with Blink, by the way. You know, because then you scan and they have the finesse to just escape again.
Well, you know, as soon as you save a DT one time with Blink, it's paid for itself. So it's a great upgrade for this situation as well because he is so low, you know, on those scans. Okay, let's see. Does he have any scans left, Tasteless? I don't. Oh, he does. All right, warp in another DT. 2 more. This DT defense. It's so wild. All right, ghosts are coming out, so that's going to really help to deal with DTs as
Yeah.
well. You can just EMP them, get rid of them.
That's one good approach here. But it might be time for the Protoss to start being the aggressor here. You know, he's getting that War Prism. There's a second Robo coming here as well. And you're really, I mean, I feel like I can't remember another game where DT's had this much of an impact.
Yeah,
Like,
well, without ending the game upright, right?
Yeah.
Like, just this army harassment that's been going on nonstop. Like, he hasn't dropped a mule in 100 years at this point. Like, he's never going to run out of minerals. Ooh, he got one out. There you go. This is a wild game. Now, 4th base is going up here for Hero. Just got started. Second Robo is coming as well.
A little overkill there.
Are we still going to warp in DTs? I think that's it. I think the DTs are done
Yeah,
now.
well, there has to be an endpoint to this, right? Like, this can't go on forever. But even coming in here and just killing off these SCVs, I mean, it's really good. Look, he blinks away again. Can Terran try to destroy those rocks there and then maybe attack in?
I would like that move, actually.
I feel like he might not do it.
Start the attack, get the force fields out, maybe attack the rocks. The thing is, the rocks will take a while to take down, too.
Yeah, and it could allow the Protoss for some pretty good attacks here. These Zealots are going to run by. All in all, though, I think Maru's playing a pretty good game. I don't think anybody's clearly going to win this right now.
Well, he is peaking up in supply very, very well at the moment.
Yeah, certainly has a bigger army, 105 to 73.
Hero has been catching up, though, right? Like, Maru was up 3 times the army supply for a little bit. And then twice, and now a little bit less than that.
Now, did he just outmaneuver him here? He could come in here and actually kill off quite a bit. And even got to get these 2 ghosts. I mean, this is like a lot of important units that were just wiped out here. Now, Maru isn't flinching. He's going to go all the way up here, wipe out this 4th base. So this is going to be kind of base trade-ish. I'm not sure what he actually has to try to defend this. These sentries seem to be kind of isolated, but the force fields pretty much couldn't have been better.
Those actually did turn out to be fantastic.
I thought he was going to get totally screwed there, but it seems like he's okay. And it almost looked like Maru was considering picking up and going into the main, and then the blink in kind of revealed his plans. He might still do it. 4 more DTs, dude.
Of course.
Like a little squad of Ninja Turtles over here, man. They're coming in.
I was so stupid to think the DTs might be over, but
that was rough for us, man. You know, he could blink right on top of the turret.
Oh, yes. The world is his oyster with these 4 DTs.
By the way, you know, we're starting to see a lot of Widow Mines killed off here. You are not going to win this game if you just have, you know, your standard comp of Marine Marauder. And so the fact that we've seen 2 ghosts already killed and now 4 Widow Mines just in that short period of time is huge. And he's forced this to lift. Dude, Hero is playing like a god.
Yeah, he is really playing amazingly here. Uh-oh. DTs have got to get out of here. All right, does blink them away. Retaking his own 4th. The worker count is not that far off. Very similar as far as army supply. Well, I guess Hero is starting to peak up a little bit. Also getting those disruptors in with the Colossi.
Okay. I am getting a little bit worried here for Maru because now this is a real pounding army here. He's kept these DTs as a threat, kind of edging in and then edging back out. I assume these are going to be Archons, yeah. So this is all while basically getting ready to set up for a huge push in here, and I just don't think that Maru can actually weather this.
Yeah.
I mean, EMPs or not. Here we go, big disruption shots in here.
Yeah, Maru does his best dodging it, but the overall strength of this army is very, very scary. But hold on.
Yeah, hold up.
Oh my God. Is he just
kind
going
of
to
a weird
kill
result.
everything?
Yeah, I am kind of stunned, to be honest here. He basically had enough in the air that he could kill the Colossuses. And so Maru actually survives that and is very much ahead now. That's crazy.
Dude, if you don't attack him perfectly, he just slaughters. Like, he takes the best engagements TPP. It's insane.
I think he blinked in too far forward, and so the Stalkers soaked up too much damage, and then there was nothing to protect the Colossus.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good analysis of that, because you want your splash damage units to just kind of gain value over time, and when the battle's really quick, they're really not getting as much damage as they could. The longer you make it last, like the damage gets higher and higher and higher.
Right.
They have output. But blinking in like that, getting super, super aggro, like he was going straight up for the kill, and it felt like his army was probably big enough, but the engagement itself not that good. Well, good thing we're back to this.
Yeah.
DT's harassing the army once again.
Okay. Excuse me. So now, I mean, the game can go kind of anywhere from here, right? I mean, Protoss is definitely hurting. I don't think Maru's going to have an incentive to attack out just yet. But the problem for the Protoss is you're going to have to rebuild all of the technical stuff you lost, which is primarily Robo stuff. And so we're going to need to have Colossus in here again, unless he wants to do some kind of a tech shift. But, you know, it's pretty straightforward for the Terran.
Yeah, I don't think he's really able to do that. I think you just have to remake your Robo units.
Yeah, I think so.
He did throw out a couple observers there, get a bit more intel, I guess. Trying to grind a little bit of value out of these disruptors, more on the way. A Liberator being made. Be interested to see if he wants to go heavy on the Liberators.
Yeah, I'm curious about that. Well, Terran is now going to have their 4th base, and Protoss will have their 5th. I think we're going to have to wait for Maru to be maxed out before he wants to attack anywhere. But again, this is looking tough for Hero. It's crazy. He gets so close to looking like he's about to end it, and then Maru ends up barely surviving.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's got to work on his finishing game, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that can happen. You know, people can get themselves into great spots, but not be good at finishing. And finishing your opponent, like against a really good player, finishing people in StarCraft is very tough.
Yeah, it is.
There's all sorts of defenders' advantages.
It's why if you're like against somebody and you're pretty confident you are better than them, even if you're behind, just play it out because they're going to have a hard time closing it out.
Yeah. Well, great upgrades on both sides here. +2 armor and +1 plasma shields on the way. 3-3 almost done for Maru. Colossus. Oh, okay. He's going to add some Immortals. I like that. I think a few Immortals in his army is going to be very, very strong for him.
Yeah, I think
with this +3 attack. Yeah, just give his army a little bit more chunkiness, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Like, that's really important. A lot of these battles, Maru's ending up cleaning up with a big spread of Marauders, right? And the Immortals can help against that a bit. The Gateway units, like, everything he has dies pretty quickly. So the Immortal's going to help out a lot. This could turn into a really interesting game. Like, Maru obviously a bit ahead right now. Ooh, this is a big move right here. I think he is going to get that Nexus. No? Okay, he's going to just pull back immediately.
That's a tough decision, by the way, to make. It's like, do I really pull out here or not? You know, but Maru never really overcommitting. But he's going to hit down here at the 3 o'clock spot. But again, it looks like Hero's going to defend this really nicely as well.
Yeah,
and honestly, these Vikings are wrecking this one Colossus. Oh, hold on. Big attack over here. Is he just going to kill the Robo?
Really outmaneuvering Hero at the moment, like hitting 3 different locations in rapid succession. Picks off the Robo, picks off a couple of Immortals there. Very well done.
It's funny to think this game started out with the max packs, and here we are.
Yeah, it does lead to macro games a fair amount.
To be honest, I think it's pretty impressive what Hero just held there. Like, he really didn't suffer that many losses. In fact, it seems almost like Maru lost more than Hero did in some senses there. And I think there may be an opportunity for a counterattack. At least it looks like it with all this stuff collecting down here.
Nice little mine hit there. Maru waiting in the bushes. Has to be careful here. I mean, like some of these fights, it's funny to watch them being taken. It's just like, okay, well, I guess, you know, he pulls away after the Zealots go down, basically, which is a good play. But he comes back, has some DTs in here now as well.
Okay.
The little blink forward there with those DTs. A nice disruption ball comes out as well. And we'll push that all back.
Yeah, and I got to say, I think Hero's kind of clawed his way back into a decent position, all things considered. This is a pretty epic PvT. Keep in mind, we don't have in GSL that many PvTs that go on this long.
No, and this one's pretty dynamic as well, which is really nice to see.
It's one of our shortest matchups, actually. But in this game, it's gotten kind of crazy. Now, I think that they're both going to end up in a base trade spot.
Yeah, they're both going to lose a couple bases here, it looks like, right?
Yeah,
like,
well, the thing
Hero
is,
definitely.
The thing is, I think if Hero can keep his composition together, I think this can be pretty punishing.
Yeah.
You only need one base mining, right?
It's a lot of disruptors, man.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. And the thing is, I think he can basically take this fight and then recall back, and then probably win that fight. I think, I could be wrong. By the way, all the infrastructure is going to get wrecked.
Yeah, Maru going across the map with what he's got left.
There's definitely a tempo advantage here, you know, just at the rate of destruction.
Yeah. And I think you're right. Like, all he's going to have to do is recall a bunch of his robo units, and he should be fine. Well, another Immortal being caught out there, unfortunately. So this is a pretty full base trade. Like,
yeah.
I actually want to see the Nexus with their energy. Like, where is he going to end up recalling to? Going to pick off as much as he can. This natural, of course, going to die.
Let's also watch the worker count as well here. There's 52. By the way, both these CCs are going to burn down. I guess one just gets killed off outright.
Maybe a mistake right there, leaving that one float or just sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, he picks off the main Nexus. That leaves one Nexus. So he does the recall. Oh, you recalled the probes.
I was not ready for that.
expected.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I think there's something to that as well. Keep in mind, I think that yeah, these are all the barracks.
Is Hero going to have enough for a Nexus after he mines these patches?
Oh,
yeah, I think
yeah,
he's going to
barely.
just barely. It looks like it. Dude, this is crazy.
What an interesting position.
Who do you think wins from here?
I think Hero barely wins this.
Well,
I think
Maru, look at the bottom right of the map. Like, he's taking everything right now, and he's very mobile still. But yeah, this is scary.
Yeah, well, dude!
Okay, picks up a lot, gets out of there. Oh, God, look at this Liberator.
Look at this.
This Hero Liberator.
Okay, hold on. The barracks have landed in the main. I think there's 5 total. Keep in mind they don't have add-ons, so they have to remake that.
Maru has a way bigger bank right now.
He does. You're actually, it's very true, Artosis. He has quite a bit. How many are actually in the medevacs?
I don't think there's 57 army supplies. So
I don't think he has that much.
No, but if he catches these stalkers, I think he wins. Like, I think the stalkers are so key here. Okay, only loses one Marauder, but kills one of the disruptors, dodges those. Very well done.
Yeah, if he can get on the other side of this CC, these disruptor shots are going to be pretty handy.
Dude, Hero has to be careful here.
Yeah, this is like, both these armies are so glass cannon-y. He sent the Colossi down now that he realizes that that must be where the bulk of his stuff is, right? I don't know what is there to defend. I'm sorry, were there even any cannons?
Oh, this is crazy.
This is crazy
right now.
I think if he can take this fight, keep in mind, oh man, 1DT up here.
Oh, that is brutal.
Yeah. You know, it was a weird position, but I think he almost made too many command centers. Like, you don't actually need this.
Maru made too many command centers? I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, well, now we've seen it all, man.
Okay, was able to deal with that DT, so that's nice.
It's 35 SCVs to 35 probes.
Oh, my God.
This is a planetary. Where is the Terran army? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought it was moving up or something. I couldn't see on the minimap. Another nice connection. Gotta be careful.
Okay. Yeah, he loses a few units to it, but don't forget, Maru is still producing.
Yeah, and
that
now,
is like a really important aspect of this.
Yeah. Well, he can actually get behind.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Really?
This is the craziest thing ever.
I think he's barely winning this. That's going to burn down. He could send one stalker behind the minerals.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It's easy to forget, but you know the planetary actually doesn't have that much range, so you can just like not respect it and go around it.
Dude, Maru still has some quality in his army. He's still producing a fair amount.
Well, he's boxed in this army in the main now. The factory's going to go down. It's very important we watch every building and unit that's killed here because this has become so scrappy, and he's going to YOLO it up. But here's the thing. You could just recall again. He has enough time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and there's actually a mine sitting there, by the way. And look, his observer did not get recalled because it's in siege. So that mine is going to continue to get great hits. Oh, never mind. Well, he uses disruptors.
Yeah. Are we going to go back into a normal game now?
Dude, if this turns into anything that resembles a normal game,
This is
that's
crazy.
That's almost too much. It's like fiction.
It is important to note that the infrastructure right now is disastrous on both sides.
Maru's about to have 2 armies. Like, he has 1 army up there. He just sent medevacs back to his rallied units. He's up a good 34 army supply. Even though it's like a lot of high-quality units here for Hero, he actually doesn't have many stalkers. He needs to get more stalkers into this game. Because the more that Maru can abuse the medevacs, like, you can start doing crazy things if there's nothing that hits air.
Yeah, that's very true. He's going to keep chasing him down here.
But now another group from Maru is going to run out onto the map.
I got to point out, by the way, how disjointed Maru's base setup is. His infrastructure's in the main. He has this one spot in the bottom center, and then he has another kind of isolated base in the bottom right.
Dude, he has 3 Nexus Islands right now.
Yeah,
That's it. He is
kinda
really,
crazy.
you're right. All right, picks off another Stalker. Oh, my God. So now with the 2 groups, how do you defend this as Hero?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to have to start breaking off parts of his army. I mean, I think for one thing, he could keep a couple disruptors here to defend. I think he doesn't have to roam with all of them.
It will definitely buy you some time. Oh, my God. He's picking off even more with that other group now. At the, well, what was this? The 3rd base originally?
Yeah.
That's the main, though, is the problem.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like Maru's going to take it now.
Yeah.
That's it. GG.
What a
wow,
game.
dude.
What a
that
game.
was something else, man.
That was fantastic.
Honestly, I'm like kind of stunned.
That was one of my favorite games this year. That was really awesome. Like, it looked like both sides might win it early on, and then the base trade, oh my God.
Yeah.
And Maru just with some amazing, amazing play there. I think that, you know, Hero kept thinking he could go kill, and he just could not quite do it. Wow, what a game.
I am like just in a great mood, honestly, with how good that game was. That was so fun to follow and cast. And
it was amazing.
Kind of interesting. They both, you know, a lot of base trades, it's with expansions getting wiped. This one, they both went into their mains and destroyed the infrastructure. And then it was like this really chaotic, scattered game.
Yeah, a lot more fun than losing bases, right?
Yeah.
Losing all that production. Just so interesting. Don't forget that game had like 30 DTs blinking around too, by the way. That was a wild opener.
All right, guys, we're going to go to Game 3 and settle the score. Maru versus Hero. Let's go.
Onside Gaming, Maru. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Hero.
I got to say, man, I think Hero is a real threat this season.
Yeah.
Like, he looks so strong. And it's not just like, okay, who beats who? It's like, you look at these games and it's like, damn, so good. From Atlanta, welcome.
What's up?
Hello
Hi.
to you. Yeah, guys, it's so good to have all you here in the studio. It's so much more fun for us to cast with an audience here. Kind of feed off that energy. And for those of you at home, it's never too late to come down.
That's right. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Korea is an amazing country. Definitely want to visit.
Yeah. We were just in the Atlanta airport. That's a good airport, by the way.
Atlanta?
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
a good airport.
It's an excellent airport, yeah. There's a lot of bad airports out there.
Yeah,
though.
most airports are terrible.
Yeah.
It's so funny. When I was a little kid, I thought airports were like the coolest things ever.
Absolutely.
I thought, I was like, man, this is crazy.
Every little
like,
kid thinks that, yeah.
People are going places. You have all these cool big planes and everything, and all those cool machines outside. But now that I'm an adult, it's like airports can be kind of a unique hell. You're like, I got to just get out of here. I got to get to the other side. I got to either get to my hotel or get to my my house.
Well, I guess new things are exciting. I remember when I first started flying for StarCraft tournaments in 2002.
Yeah.
I felt the coolest ever, man. I had my little gamer backpack with my keyboard and mouse. And like, there's all these businessmen on the flight, and I'm like, yeah, I'm here for business too.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm on business as well. That's when I was young enough, I tried to strike up conversations with people and be like, yeah, I'm just going down to this gaming tournament.
Like, what are you, a nerd?
What a nerd. And now I know if I sit down on an airplane and anybody starts to talk to me, I'm like, I need to figure out how to stop this immediately. The last thing I want to do is become friends with somebody on my flight next to me.
Oh, man, the guy sitting next to you.
Some nice little old lady. I'm trying to give every cue possible that I don't want to talk to you. I've got, like, headphones in, putting a bag over my head, just anything that I don't want to have a conversation on an airplane.
So we have an Oracle opening here. Looks like mines coming out for Maru, getting that port as well, so probably a mine drop going to be coming up. As he finishes up on this expansion, just kind of hiding what he's doing.
All right, Hellion's going to come in, try to kill some workers off.
Yeah, pretty quick reaction from Hero here.
Did that Reaper die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gets 2 workers. He did see the Oracle, and he did see 2 gates being warped in there, right? So that's a fair amount of information. The Reaper and the Hellion don't really scale in this match, but they're not going to be super useful throughout. So I think that was a fine move.
Okay, Twilight Council here. I'm sorry, this is 3 gates total or 4? 3. 3, okay. This is, oh, now it's going to be 4. There's a third, okay. So it is going to be the 4 gate. It is a little bit thematic here from Hero, isn't it? He just kind of wants to, he has different variations of stalker pressure he likes to open with. Well, I guess it makes sense. He's got the best micro in GSL right now. So.
Yeah, and this is really interesting because the 4th gate, once again, is the proxy.
Yeah.
But remember we were talking in Game 1 about how he got out the Quick Oracle, and he scouted that it was 3 racks, and then he played 4 gate with Blink and kind of kept it aggressive as a counter. But he's doing the same thing against something completely different here.
True.
So it seems like this might just be a build that he likes in general rather than a counter like we originally were thinking in Game 1.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. Where maybe he just got a little bit lucky where he's like, yeah, this is the build I was using, that's the build he was using, mine did well.
Okay, so again, scouting this is probably the most important thing you can do early on to then, prep for, brace for impact here. He does have everything well positioned. There's actually a Widow Mine in the main. Even landing the Vikings actually a great move because they're going to force Warpins back at home.
Yeah, Vikings actually murder probes so quickly, so fantastic to see. Has to do a recall. Dude, 5 workers killed plus a recall and 2 stalkers. That Viking was an MVP.
Yeah. I'm worried that this rush has failed before it even started now.
He's not going to be able to do anything.
I don't think, I totally agree.
Maru
He's going to use the Shade. Oh, I thought he was going to use the Shade to peek up, but I guess he could just see it with an Oracle.
He's going to eat a mine here, man.
Yeah, he kind of just went around everything, didn't he?
Spots that mine. Does not, in fact, eat it.
Somehow this Cyclone is not dead. This is with 1 HP, and he's going to keep trying to juggle it.
Very swift pickup there. I love it. Look at that.
The little dance back and forth here. These 2 guys are so good.
I still don't think he's going to get any real damage done here,
Well, he might have created a defensive imbalance here because he's going to go right on top of that tank.
Oh, that mine hit was absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. Throws down the auto turret as well. A perfect auto turret, killing multiple stalkers there. I'm still a fan of Maru's defense here.
Yeah.
Okay, blinks
Dude,
forward.
He just barely does not have the right number to snipe this tank every time. Does he actually have enough to snowball this fight? I mean, I see 1 medevac.
The auto turret comes out, another siege tank comes down.
But if he can blink on top of that one. He blinks away.
He's got 3 very soft stalkers in there. If he does anything aggressive with them, they are going to just pop. In fact, the tank's going to start finishing them off here.
Yeah, now they're stuck over here unless they blink out again. Looks like he's going to kill the gas.
Keeping that aggression up. They're actually very similar on the worker count. 3rd Nexus has been started for Hero. Oh, he's popping out a Phoenix here. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Phoenix can spot for jumping up into the main base, or you can try to utilize it to pick up tanks or something. But honestly, I think Maru's defense has been more than good enough. And, like, look at those army supplies. Look at the quality. 13 Blink Stalkers and a Phoenix against this army from Maru. I don't see, like, I like Maru's position way more is what I'm trying to say here.
All right. Yeah, he's going to come in here again. Dude, Maru's going to try to go all the way around and trap him. He's going to snipe the tank. I think the most important thing to watch with this style is if you just keep getting the tanks. If the tanks count, the tank count is low, there's a lot of opportunities that can come for the Protoss. But I feel like Maru's kind of fought this off.
Yeah, for sure. He looked better throughout on that, I think. Now, the third command center gets started. A couple more Raxes are finishing up. So Maru is going to field a huge army at this point. And I don't see good stall tactics other than blinking around. And I don't think the blinking around is going to be enough here. All right, he comes in. He's going to force a cancel on that third CC. That's a great move. He's going to pick off a few SCVs. Again, a great move.
Yeah.
Surprised that the depots didn't go up there.
Yeah, that was definitely a misplay.
And look, this is exactly, like, Hero is doing exactly what he needs because Maru's army just kills him if he can't stall it out. And he just stalled it out a lot.
He's just doing these hit and run moves. That is not a lot. He needs to run away with that. I think he has to plug that entrance up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I would have liked to see another force field there.
Ah!
Okay. Another little Blink Stalker counterattack. Oh, man. Really not going very well for Hero here. This, I mean, it looks good for Maru, but as we've seen, every time it feels like someone's about to kill the other guy, they throw away their army, and then it's...
Yeah.
So I don't want to call it, but... Well, I mean, that is a scary Maru army. Now, the Zealots actually get up on top of the tanks, but double auto turret will push this back very quickly.
I think Maru might just have enough to kind of overpower him here. You know, I do like the fact that he killed those tanks off, but I see more tanks coming in here.
Now, he already used overcharge here, by the way. Almost kills that cannon off. The Zealot's trying to run in, but Maru has the critical mass, so he is starting to absolutely eliminate everything.
He's just tearing through this. It's getting shredded. I think we're going to see Hero tap out, but I got to say, this was a really fun series to start the day off. Pretty epic, too. We've been on for over an hour now with these two.
Yeah. Man, all right. Maru is just finishing him off at this point.
Yeah, he's just going to slowly whittle him down.
And look, this was a fantastic series. Like, honestly, we said it even at the beginning, this is kind of like the match of the day. Maru versus Hero, and they definitely delivered a very close one, back and forth. But Maru coming out on top, I think that bodes very well for him this season.
Yeah.
Like, to win here against Hero, who you're looking at as... Like, do you think Hero's going to lose any of the Zergs in this group? I don't.
I don't, man. I mean, that, I don't know, this whole best of 3 was just so fun. I guess he's actually barely holding this. Sometimes it can kind of be misleading what's underneath the medevacs.
Yeah, but like even if he holds, it doesn't really matter because Maru has that third base up. His production is fantastic. And he's just barely holding. He's not actually building into anything that's going to give him more power. This is just him microing frantically with his gateway units. All right, we should be seeing GG now. Literally nothing left to do.
Yeah, this is the end. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to defend here. The rest of the probes are going to be picked off. This should be GG any second. Armor just now finishes. But, man, Hero, a real threat here. But, again, you know, Maru is like the ultimate test of what Terran can do. And there it is, GG.
Okay. Maru taking down that first match.
Yeah.
That was an amazing one. What a way to start the day off. Wow.
Dude, it was pretty crazy, man. And so now we're going to go to our next best of 3. But Hero, again, a real threat, I think, to any race, to any player in this group.
For sure.
And definitely, having his own approach to Protoss. I really like that DT game as well.
Oh, that was
Kind of
was super
You
nifty.
see stuff, you see play like that, and you're like, why are all the other Protosses not doing this all the time? Like, this looks so strong, and it definitely put Maru behind for periods of that game.
Well, that game was like they were both playing off the cuff for almost the entire game, I think. So,
guys,
one
we're
of a
going to go to a
kind.
break. Zoun versus DRG coming up next.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. 상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 함 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로, 우리들의 제로 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life 없어도 되는 건 빼고 실성사이다 제로
아침은 라떼, 홀리 점심은 라떼, 홀리 저녁은 라떼, 홀리 텀블러 그대 꿈에게 라떼 홀리. 달달한 충전이 필요할 땐 홀리 칸타타
I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스 칼로리 X 맛있는 탐스 제로 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로 탐스 제로 같이 떠나볼래?
지성사이다 제로 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life 없어도 되는 건 빼고 지성사이다 제로
형님들 아프리카에 승부 예측 생긴 거 아세요, 여러분들?
아니 e스포츠 여기 탭에 있잖아요, 여러분들. 아니 이게 새로 생겼더라.
저는 광동에 올인했어요.
아 진짜요?
네.
아 그럼 전 DRX에 올인.
모바일도 똑같이 아래 가운데 보면 e스포츠 있어요. 잼이라는 포인트가 있어요. 아프리카 내에서 쓸 수 있는 재화라고 생각하시면 돼요.
잼을 사은품으로 교환 가능하다고요?
이 잼으로 응모로 다 할 수 있어. 키보드는 벌써 나갔네.
아이폰 갤럭시 탭. 아 이게 200잼이야?
교환까지 할 수 있으니까 형님들 아프리카 승부 예측 많이 많이 사랑 부탁드립니다. 받아보도록 하겠습니다.
Today's matchup. Maru. Hero. Zoun. DRG. Zoun. Round of 10. Group A. Africa TV, Free Cup Studio, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. We've got a long night of games ahead. We've only just finished our first best of 3. Up next, it's going to be Zoun versus DRG.
Yeah, that TVP that we just had, man, was just so good. I am hoping we can have something. If Zoun versus DRG is half that good, this is going to be a fantastic night. Because that match was one of my favorite TVPs. And maybe not as good as Round versus Zest, but like maybe even better in some ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, amazing match. Zoun versus DRG. Zoun is up and down a little bit. Is he still going to use the slightly older style? I think so. Like he's very comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And then DRG is a little bit of a wild card right now, isn't he? Like, I mean, I already mentioned when I was watching while I had COVID of that first group. I literally turned it off when it was DRG versus Rogue because I'm like, he can't win ZVZ. Like, he's lost every ZVZ in GSL since he came from the military. And the fact that he did that, eliminated Rogue, here he is. I'm like, I don't know. DRG is a big wild card in my mind.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about Zoun sticking with the older style. You know, like it's I don't know. I mean, I you know, it's funny, like the whole first part of the tournament, you know, we were doing the earlier groups, I kept talking about this new style that Heroes is using and how maybe that's going to change it. And then he was the only guy that did it, and everybody else just did the old stuff, and it didn't work out that well.
Yeah.
DRG, I don't really know what to expect. I will say on good days, he's extremely strong. He looks untouchable.
Yeah. DRG definitely can put out some great games. Like, I mean, I'm silently rooting for him all the time because he is the oldest player in the tournament. It's always fun to have something like that. And, you know, I know that we mention a lot when he plays, but he's literally older than Nesty was when Nesty won his last championship. So, like, this guy will set history if he can get another GSL victory.
He is repping the millennial gamers here.
I guess so.
Yeah, representing our generation. Some call it the greatest generation.
I don't think I'm a millennial, actually, Tasteless.
We are both barely millennials, actually.
I don't identify as a millennial, Tasteless.
Alpha X. Zoun.
Anyone aged between 23 and 38.
Team
I'm
NV.
39, bro.
DRG.
You're 39?
Get out of here, millennial trash.
What does that make you, Gen Z or whatever?
Makes me a boomer, my
you
friend.
You are a boomer, dude.
Yeah,
you
you
are
better
old
believe that.
and you don't get it.
I definitely don't get it, Tasteless. Look, the less things I have in common with you and other people younger than me, the better. You know, I remember when it turned to 1984. I'm like, this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, that's when.
When I was 1 year old, I was like, oh,
man.
damn, stuff's going downhill for me. I was the last good thing.
Everything in future generations is just destroying the world, Artosis.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we have going on here? The little hatchery block into taking the third. Pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, I do hope that Zoun does do some newer style stuff. I thought the Stargate approach was pretty cool, but it does seem to kind of really grind the game to a halt. You know, it takes a little while for things to pick up.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those Stargate openers, like, they're definitely resilient, but honestly, like, once you make a Void Ray, I feel like it takes so much play out of the game. Like, we fast forward from early game to late mid game.
Yeah.
Like, and very little happens at that point.
I agree.
Yeah. I guess we'll see if he's going to throw the Stargate down. He does like it. And here's the thing. I think that this is what he's best at. So I have to say that this is not a bad idea from him, even though, you know, you and me and everyone else that watches this game is a fan of the way Hero's been playing.
Yeah.
No one else has replicated that. And, you know, if Zoun's best play is Stargate, like I remember a couple seasons ago I was saying, every time he did Adepts, I'm like, why don't you do Stargate? You're one of the best Stargate players. And here he is, and he's going more and more Stargate. He's doing well in GSL. So, I mean, can't complain. You know?
No, I get it. Let's see, is this going to be a Void Ray first, or maybe an Oracle and a Void Ray?
I like the Oracle Void openers right now.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
I think just having the opportunity to try to do extra damage is good. It is going to be Oracle Void.
Yeah. And I mean, Void first doesn't do much for you, you know?
Yeah, I guess it can let you get the third base a little bit quicker, but I don't know.
The thing is, if you really wanted that third base, I guess you could take it with the Oracle as well, but the Oracle just, it has more activity to it. The Void Ray is such a sit-there unit, you know? The Void Ray is a Cyclone. I'm just like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Like, am I going to attack with this? Not likely. It's... All right, second Oracle coming out, so, okay. We don't know what this is going to be, Tasteless. Could be Oracle Void, but it could be Oracle third base Twilight. That would be sick.
Yeah, let's see. Second Oracle is not unheard of. And so this is going to be, I think, a little bit of a slow start here, unless Rogue thinks he can do some kind of, you know, big amount of damage early on. But this is basically last year's kind of...
Oracle third Twilight Tasteless. All right. Let's do it.
So, no Void Ray at all.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
Dude, when you
this.
said third Twilight, I'm like, I didn't see the first and the second Twilight. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Artosis, what happened? You know they never make more than one of those.
No, sometimes you need Glaives, Charge, and Blink at the same time. Because then that's the ultimate mind game. Because if you have one, they're just like, yeah, okay. Like, it's probably this and maybe this. But if you have all three and they're all going, they're like, he's getting all three. I don't know what's coming.
And it's going to be Glaives.
Oh. Well, okay. I can live with Glaives.
Yeah. He didn't see that coming, man. Send those links up there, and then sounds like I know this exactly.
All right, +1 melee is on the way here, as well as the Baneling Nest.
So this is a very kind of alternative Glaives timing here. I don't feel like we've quite casted this build, by the way.
Yeah, this is pretty fresh.
This feels new.
Third Nexus into, I believe it's 4-gate, right? If I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is going to be a 4-gate Glaives. And I think it's going to be a little bit unexpected. He's playing against no Roach Warren, right?
Yeah.
So, like, Banes absolutely can help you to dismantle a rush like this. Well, it's not a rush. I shouldn't call it a rush, but...
it's a timing attack.
Yeah. It's cool, though. This is the type of freshness I think you need to bring. Little twist to the regular Adept build. All right, 5 Banes get started. Those are very crucial Banes. Okay, that's not the best targeting I've ever seen, to be frank. Okay, he gets 3 drones there, loses an Oracle.
I'm kind of confused. I'm like, is this supposed to be a harass play, or is this supposed to be like him actually ending the game?
No, it's not a game ender because he's been making probes nonstop. Like you would go all in for that.
No, for some reason I decided he just wasn't doing that. But yeah, you're totally right here. He's got a Forge, he's got a Robo, so he just wants to try to do some damage. Seems like it's not going to last for much longer if the Banelings are there. 2 Robos, by the way, come in here. Charge as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, double Robo at the same time, a couple of sentries. So he does recognize that these Banelings are a bit dangerous. And I mean, I would imagine because it's Zoun that we're going to see Disruptors coming out. And he actually gets charged, no blink. Okay. Okay. I mean, this is the ultimate ground-pounding army that he's making right now. So in a way, that's cool. But he doesn't know for sure that there's not, like, a Spire on the way, you know? So that makes me, like, wow, that feels like a little bit of a risk.
It does,
Whereas if you get Blink here, you're just kind of solid against everything. But I guess, you know, he's kind of trying to dictate what's going to happen in this game. He's definitely getting ready to attack.
Templar Archives here as well.
And you know what, Tasteless? Like, I mean, it's Zoun, so again, I thought Disruptor, but, like, everything here is pretty fresh from him. He's going Immortal Prism, and he did not get the support pay. So it looks like he's going to go Zella Archon Immortal. Which, well, you know, that is a comp just about as old as time at this point.
Yeah. It's classic StarCraft 2 comp right there.
It was one of the first molecules to come out of the Big Bang.
Yeah, was that composition.
Was that composition, yeah. It was like mostly carbon, but also this build.
A lot of Banes being made. I feel like they're both gearing up to attack each other. Whenever we see that, I'm like, one of you guys has to be wrong, right?
Yeah. Well,
time for both of us to do our attacks.
I think that there's more potential for DRG to win here than not.
I think you're probably right.
Okay, that's sick.
Stun is okay.
Wow.
But it would have helped if he had stunned the Banes. He's going to go right into where the workers are.
Okay,
I'm not.
Oh! The worker connections were so... Dude, that almost completely did not go DRG's way.
By the way, these Lings are about to finish. What's funny is, like, we see him hit the workers where I'm like, you're either going to try to hit the workers or you're going to try to hit the army, right?
Yeah.
And I thought this was going to be like one to kill the army to then kill the workers later, but I feel like there might have been some questionable decision-making there, but that attack was so strong that it seems like it's fine. I think we're actually about to see Zoun die.
You might be right, but he did retain 3 Immortals. He has an Archon.
Yeah.
If he just built a bunch of spread shield batteries instantly there... Oh, man. This is scary right here.
Yeah. Well, he's going to come in again. Oh, dude. The Lings are going to come in here from behind.
Yeah. He should be able to get
I mean, Immortals are not good against Zerglings.
No. And he biles as well as he surrounds everything. So very well done here from DRG. Like, Zoun almost held that. You know, the first attack almost went towards his favor, but just didn't. So DRG is going to take that down. I thought that was a cool idea from Zoun.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if he has another Archon or 2 and that hits, he does a bit better and everything, but some killer instinct for sure. And we've been seeing a little bit more of this. Wasn't it Ragnarok, I believe, that was setting up, like, very sharp Lingbane, like, mass Lingbane Roach Ravager attacks?
Yeah.
Where he's just kind of rolling in and DRG taking maybe a note out of his book a little bit there. And, yeah, I think that was well done by DRG. Like, the defense into the counterattack before he could really... Because if he waits, like, 1 minute later, 100% he can't win, right? 100% his army is garbage.
I agree. I think
30 seconds later, maybe Zoun is fine there, too.
Yeah, it's funny. There's just a point where the Banes are and the Lings, it's going to be too much to deal with. You don't have that other kind of meaty part of the Protoss army. You basically just have tech.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, even if, like, for instance, Archons and Banelings, they're pretty good against, Archons and Immortals are pretty good against Banelings.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if that's all you have, then, you know, you're still going to lose that.
Yeah, if he has, like, 2 more Force Fields and 2 more Archons there, he probably just holds it. He just stops it dead, I bet you.
Hardwire. is going to be map number 2, and that's ready. So let's see if Zoun can recover or DRG 2-0s him.
Alpha X, Zoun. Team NV, DRG.
Kind of don't know what to make of that last game. You know what I mean? Gate
wow.
forge. Whoa,
that's cool, man. That's very cool.
Hold up.
Yeah. Does he throw it on the pylon and send the probe back? Because this could be suspicious that the probe just completely yeah, send it back, send it back.
He sees it.
But the Overlord sees this now as well. Okay. Yeah, no, the last game I thought was kind of interesting. Now, the drones coming out.
He plugs that, right?
Well, there's not going to be a lot of surface area. But, I mean, the drones can get rid of this, I think.
Yeah, I don't know the math on, like, 2 drones attacking a cannon.
I don't know. I think they just get it, right? Like,
well, we're going to find out. He could make a 3rd one.
More
it's going to be very depressing if these cannons just die. Like, all right, he's trying to plug this up.
Boy.
Oh, wow.
Okay, never mind.
All right, guys, this one was for the gamers.
Yeah.
All the gamers out there. We're going to sing a little song for you. It's called Cannon Rushing.
Well done. Okay.
The only thing that can make it worse is if that Overlord dies. Have you ever had that in your games where the Overlord's still moving there?
Oh,
you're
yes.
like, oh, no. And then that thing
Absolutely.
gets shot down. You're like, no, I'm supply blocked, and there's cannons killing my buildings.
Dude, now he has this pylon just blocking. Very good find there from Zoun to have this set up where only 2 drones can attack that cannon on that position.
Yeah.
And then you just test. You're like, yeah, that's all good. It warps in.
Okay.
Wrecked.
Yeah, owned.
He baited him.
Humiliated. So what is the follow-up going to be? I mean, Zerg is going to take a 3rd base anyways, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not like there was only 1 3rd base that you could take, so how good is this going to be? Cannon rushes, you know, it's funny. They feel really strong. Dude, he has 2 probes not mining. Artosis.
Yeah.
Artosis. How long is that going to happen?
A lot of gas is being missed
It even
out
says,
on.
look, workers 1 of 3.
There you go. All set, Tasteless.
All right.
Calm down, Tasteless. He's got it now.
I can't even
He's
cast
fine.
the rest
He's
of this.
fine. He's fine.
Yeah, but cannon rushes are funny. I mean, occasionally they'll win games outright, but, you know, there's a reason why in professional play we don't see them all the time. Is basically if you're very strong, you can kind of just play through the cannon rush and probably be ahead, right? And to be honest, this seemed like probably one of the weakest cannon rushes we could have. You know, because of where the cannon rush occurred, it can't generate more of a threat. If you cannon rush somebody's natural and it works, then it's like just really hard for them to deal with because they can't. You can sometimes stop them from leaving the ramp or even try to push up into their main. So this is about as weak of a cannon rush as you can have, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, there's just a bunch of cannons in some spot on the map. Okay, I just won't engage with that part of the map.
Well, you kill a drone or 2, you slow it down. There's definitely upside to it, but you're certainly right that is not an area that DRG needs to worry about right now.
Well, I just don't feel like this has really stifled the development that much, you know.
Yeah, puts everything back, but I guess we get to see now like how much damage can actually occur. He's getting that evolution chamber. Obviously, Oracle on the way. Look at this 3rd Nexus very quickly. This might be the real way that Zoun is going to make this work out for him, right? Like he makes you play defense against, you know, a couple of Adepts, an Oracle, pops that 3rd down very, very quickly, and should be feeling good about himself here.
Yeah,
Everything's sealed up tight too.
Yeah. everything seems fine. Here comes that Oracle now.
Flies right over that first queen. Checks, sees no layer, so some usefulness.
Now, as the game pans out here, is there a possibility of the Zerg maybe trying to do another attack like we saw in the last game? Just trying to end it?
I guess there is that possibility, but if you keep the Oracles alive, I think it becomes very, very difficult to do that same type of attack. Oracles just have such great damage against, well, things on the ground that don't shoot up. And he is making a third Oracle right now. Very interesting. Blink, +1,
okay,
3 Oracles.
Yep.
Little hero-esque.
Yeah. Looks like, I mean, dude, maybe we are going to see a little bit more of this play come into this game now.
Could be.
And also, let's say that we are going to have some kind of hero play here. It kind of actually complements the cannon rush that happened earlier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The cannons haven't been reclaimed, right? And if you're going to be active on the map and just hitting bases and Zerg it doesn't have time to go down and deal with that base, it's going to be a problem.
Oh, look how
look at this. These Oracles that come in here, it's going to kill all these Lings.
Well, that can't feel good.
So, I was thinking about cannon rushes and how you kind of play through them from the other side. But I guess if he goes with that hero style, this might actually be pretty strong.
Yeah. Well, look at the number of gates that he's getting right now, and he's still producing probes, so it's not like this is just some sort of all-in timing attack.
Oh, he killed the drone that was going to make the fourth.
The triple Oracle. Now, I guess let's wait and see. In this type of position, Hero would definitely add some more Oracles, right?
Yeah.
Don't necessarily need them right away. Fourth Nexus coming down. Yeah, he's going for hero style. Finally, we do see someone else really try this out. This is exciting.
Now, I think there's a reason why, for a while, we've only seen Hero do this. And that's because this is difficult to do. This is kind of like what Hero's done, and it looks like Zoun is now going to do. This is not how people thought about the race Protoss against Zerg for over a decade.
And Hero's been working on it for a long time, let's not forget. He's perfected it recently, but he has tried it multiple times in the past. So it does take some time to learn how to do it correctly.
So we got to see, can Zoun do the same thing?
Turns on those Oracles, but honestly, with this many Queens here, are you going to be able to break through? I don't think so, not yet.
Yeah. Notice those cannons are still down there at 6. So, go ahead.
He's even making gateway walls.
Yeah.
So this is that was actually something I was going to make a joke about in a second here. Where are the gateway walls? Right. It's a great way to slow Zerg down while making the things that you need, which is a lot of gateways.
Yeah.
Hey, you got rid of the cannons. Nice. Great healing on this Forge. Some of those Zealots as well. He's executing this quite well, it feels like, right?
I feel like this is really rough right now for DRG, but he's got more Queens coming up here.
Oh,
really big stasis ward, but he can't quite leverage it because it actually walls him out, which is funny. So now he just is waiting for this thing to expire, so it's like nothing changed. He's like, well, let me get surrounded again here. let me just squeeze in here.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, yeah.
It's a little bit of a tight squeeze. I better exhale. All right.
He's trying to go up for a counter here once again. Just kind of whittling everything down right now. More and more Zealots have been warped in as well. See where he wants to utilize those. Oh, he's actually hitting the third base. There you go. Right, the Oracle's putting in a lot of damage here as well, and GG is called...
It works.
I tell you, man.
It almost looks too easy. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, yeah, that's what you do. You just make Stalkers and Oracles.
Well, let's not forget that did open up with a cannon rush.
Sure.
Right. So it was definitely a very different opener there. Very well done from Zoun. But shows that Hero's not the only one that can pull off this type of strategy.
Yeah. And, I think especially in that last game, it's like, well, to be honest with you, dude, I look at that and I'm like, that seems so much better than what everybody else is doing. Why would you not just always do that?
I think another part, Tasteless, that I do have to mention, you have to practice a lot of StarCraft 2 to be a pro gamer.
Yeah.
It looks really fun. Like, you're so active, and there's a lot of interesting decisions to make about where to attack and when to pull back.
You get to set up all these cool tactics along the way. I like it a lot, man. It's cool.
Right. Tied up 1-1. Cosmic Sapphire.
Cosmic Sapphire.
Don't forget, if you kill the rocks in the center, you open the straight path.
That's right.
Keep that in mind as you watch this next game.
Keep us in the right direction here, man. Let's go. Whoa, where every sapphire is cosmic.
Alpha X, Zoun.
It is nice to have another new map, by the way.
Team NV, DRG.
Not for me, Artosis. I'm afraid of change.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the one thing that we know about this map is it's more balanced in what it got rid of, which is Golden Wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so,
you know, the feel of just looking at the minimap kind of makes me reminisce a little. It doesn't exactly look like it, but it kind of makes me reminisce about Scrap Station.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that bottom left base, right? Like so far down there. I don't know. It's just kind of... That's just what I feel, Tasis. I like to tell you what I feel.
No, that's good. That's what
Gold
I'm here
base
for.
too. See? It is Scrap Station. Damn. Someone fixed Scrap Station and put it in the Team Liquid map contest.
Here we go. I keep meaning to have a day when I stream where I make a map and submit it to a map contest.
Dude, if you make a map, that will be the funniest thing I ever watch. I'll watch the whole thing tasteless.
Dude, I've already thought of the map name too.
I'm gonna watch with my kids, and they're gonna watch and be like, "Is Uncle Nick dumb, Daddy?" Like, yes, yes.
Listen, dude, my map name is gonna be Tasselvania, dude.
Tasselvania.
I'm gonna submit it. We got to get into a tournament just so I can hear the Korean commentators call my map Tasselvania.
Yeah. Dude, I'm on board. I'll vote for it. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
I think I've got enough
except
sway
anything
here
that causes me time.
Yeah, I have enough sway here. I think I can get everybody to vote on it too.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? That would be kind of funny, right? Like you make a terrible, terrible map, and then like everyone votes.
You're the one saying it's
as a
terrible,
troll.
Artosis. I'm just saying I'm going to make a map, and you're like, "That's a great idea, Tases. You're going to make a dumb, stupid map," and I'm like, "Well, I didn't actually."
I have pigeonholed you into thinking that your map is going to be terrible. That is,
you have painted me into that corner.
I admit to
Yes,
this.
yes.
I'm not a perfect human. Very small choke, by the way. It's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, very tiny.
Will Tasselvania's choke be that small, or will it be a little bit bigger?
A little bit bigger, I think.
Okay, okay.
We'll see.
Are you going to be making a StarCraft 2 map, right?
I think I'd be StarCraft 1.
Oh, a StarCraft 1 map, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I think there's less action there. I could probably get in more easily.
Maybe, maybe.
Now, we've had, two extremely different games from these guys.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to guess, everybody, I would imagine it's going to be something like Game 2 from Zoun.
Yeah, well, it certainly worked well, didn't it?
Yeah.
He is making an Oracle. See if he goes Void Ray or not. Oh, nice. Oh, my God. Well, this is utterly successful. Oh, doesn't
utterly successful.
Utterly successful.
I don't know if you normally say the word utterly in a positive way. Like, it's like, I don't think you use that quite correctly.
I'll use words however I want.
Utterly successful. That's Artosis' map he's going to make.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, I'll make a map too, Taste. It'll be called Artosilvania.
Artelvania.
And I'll submit mine right before yours. So everyone's like, why did he copy him? That's really weird.
But you have to reverse. You have to accuse me of plagiarism.
Yeah.
Now, what's just suddenly making me think now we're talking about Castlevania, which is obviously a play on Castlevania. Remember Castlevania 64?
I actually, I remember that it exists, but I don't remember it.
Oh, wait, you didn't play the Castlevania games, really, did you?
Oh, I played Castlevania 2. I have played so many times.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay.
Oh my God. Well, we used to get a Nintendo game for our birthday and a Nintendo game for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And there was me and my older brother. My younger brother was like too young at this time.
Okay.
So that's 4 new games a year plus however much like money we can scrounge up.
Yeah.
So like every game we ever got, we played so much.
Oh yeah.
Except for Qbert, which was the most dissatisfying
Qbert,
birthday gift
I
of
remember.
my life.
Yeah, I remember actually having Qbert and being like, yeah, I'm gonna go back and play Mario again.
Yeah.
Qbert was pretty bad.
Dude, that was my birthday present one year.
Dude, I remember.
Give me socks. God. That poor little boy, I shed a tear for him. That's why I'm so angry nowadays.
It's the saddest Christmas ever until someone said it's Qbert.
Oh,
you want to know
man.
the saddest Christmas
when
ever?
you know you're getting 2 games that year, man.
No, I got one even sadder, man. This is for Christmas where Santa Claus, like I told Santa Claus I wanted to get Sonic 3 because it was coming out. Then I opened it up and it was Sonic 2, which I already had.
Yeah, man.
And I remember just like looking at my parents and being like, no. This is literally the game we already have. Like,
well, I tell you, before we talk about this, which looks like it's the hero build again.
Yeah.
Dude, once, grandparents are very sweet. They try their best.
They are very sweet and they do try. Yes.
But when you buy me Mortal Kombat for a system I don't have, I'm like, I don't have a Super Nintendo and I'm not going to be able to afford one for years. This is very sad.
Yeah, man. No, that is the worst feeling. Or if you get a game and you beat it that day and you're like, well, that's it. I don't have another game for like 6. I have to wait for my birthday now.
Yeah, man. Vector Man.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you might win like a car or something. I beat it that day. I'm like, oh.
I remember that.
I didn't win anything.
I got the Earthworm Jim game and I'm like, this is so fun and so action-packed. And then I beat it and I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, my. Good times. Okay, so taking a look at this, right? Like
Bad
a lot
times,
of oracles,
by the way,
it is... Yeah, that too. That too. It's not exactly the same. Look at this. A lot of sentries in there. He is going Robo. There's a 4th base pretty quickly here. Maybe he's still hero-inspired. We'll see. I want to see what he does with the Robo. Observer. Okay, that's... Okay, and there you go. He's going to go Disruptor Tech. Second Robo coming up. Obviously, if your opponent is going to end up going Roaches, it's going to be fantastic there. Zoun, in particular, is very, very good with Disruptors.
Right. It does seem like on this map, it's a little bit harder to get close to the Zerg's bases, right?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's quite a walk.
And
You're
honestly,
getting your steps in on this map, aren't you?
The 4th and the 5th base were super far apart from each other. So it seems like you got to pick a side and commit. All right, Artos, this is your turn. You can talk now.
I'm admiring this Cosmic Sapphire map. Kind of like the different paths that it has. Oh, God. He's going to open up the straight path, Tasteless. Watch out.
All right. We saw this in the description of the map.
Look at those minerals there. It's like a whole expansion.
Those are giant minerals, man. You need an Ultralisk to mine those.
Imagine if you could do that.
Yeah.
Dark would have an extra base over everybody. All right, flies by. Gets a little tag off there. Oh, a couple Colossi popping out here. Obviously, that's going to be very strong against Ling Bane.
Now, we kind of talked about how this looks like the hero build, but we're seeing Colossus tech out here. Did Hero do that in his? I can't remember.
It's not the hero build. Like Oracle into Blink is not that insane. It's what Hero does with that is super fast 4th just gateway units with pressure everywhere. That's the hero build. This is just
a more generic
just strong play. Like there's nothing wrong. Like he did take the 4th base quicker than I feel like we normally see with this type of build, but nothing out of the ordinary. It honestly, if you pause this game and covered up the nameplates, I would actually tell you this is maybe Trap. The way he's playing it looks kind of Trap-esque.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of Ling Bane coming into this 4th base.
Are going to try to meet up here with the probes. Looks like the probes are barely going to get away here.
Yeah, good
but
save.
I guess these Lings are still getting some hits on him. And
good body blocking. Great blink back. That was fantastic.
That was really good.
Yeah, still loses 8 probes. Unpowered shield battery there at the 4th base. Now, goes over onto creep now, though.
I'm sorry, what does Zerg actually have to defend here? I just see Lings moving out, but like...
Yeah, he has a few roaches, making a few more. But yeah, not so much, right? Like that was a pretty big attack that he just pulled off. Now another Link attack going. He's going to pick off the 4th. He's going to give up his own 5th base here. Or 1 of 5 bases, rather.
Oh, can he save that one? War Prince up, get inside. Nope.
Yeah, not quite, not quite.
Have a funny force field there.
All right, Zoun continues to push. Don't forget, it is tied up 1-1 right now. Very, very important map here. A lot of pressure. Doing a great job keeping those Lings off of him. 11 Ravagers out here. A lot more Banes join. Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Can they get through?
Yeah, some of them do, and he does knock those down eventually. Blinking back right now, but not enough. It looks like Zoun has enough to absorb absolutely everything. DRG shaking his head as Zoun will move forward here and just continue the destruction.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really impressive game. Those drones marooned up there. It seems like Zoun is just going to keep moving through here and closing this out. I mean, it just doesn't seem like there's quite enough. Surely Zoun can warp in some more, zealots or sentries here to kind of absorb hits. And he's going to get here. It looks like only half the Banelings are going to be done in time.
Yeah, this is. I don't think there's any way for DRG to actually hold this. Like, he would need enough Banelings to erase the army completely, and then still Zoun, I think, is going to be ahead. I think it's just a matter of time at this point. Yeah,
yep.
GG. And Zoun takes it down.
Taking him to Zoun Town.
Yeah. It's got that clown frown going on.
That's right. Well, props to Zoun there, man. I mean, kind of made it look easy there. DRG had that really explosive game 1, but it does seem like Zoun is just a lot better, to be totally honest.
Yeah, yeah.
And DRG just not really ready for that attack. He might have thought it was going to be a little bit more like game 2. I know you and I did, but then he actually stayed back.
Yeah.
He got a lot of Colossi out here. The Ling counterattack, I mean, he just sort of ignored it. Even if you get 8 probes, if the entire army has already been built, it doesn't really matter. Right?
Yeah. The Ling Bane attack on that 4th base, I think you're right. That was kind of the deciding thing, because if he had that much more army, Zoun can't really attack it.
Right.
But then again, if you don't attack his economy, Zoun can build his army even bigger. A tough situation for DRG.
Short break, guys. Maru vs. Sue coming up next.
for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 탕 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로, 우리들의 제로 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
지성사이다 제로 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life 없어도 되는 건 빼고 살자 지성사이다 제로
아침은 라떼 홀리 점심은 라떼 홀리 저녁은 라떼 홀리 둥글하게 달콤하게 라떼 홀리 달달한 충전이 필요할 땐 칸타타 라떼 홀리.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 탕 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
지성사이다 제로 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life 없어도 되는 건 빼고 살자 지성사이다 제로
형님들 아프리카에 승부 예측 생긴 거 아세요, 여러분들?
아니 e스포츠 여기 탭에 있잖아요, 여러분들. 아니 이게 새로 생겼더라.
저는 광동에 올인했어요.
아 진짜요?
네.
아 그럼 전 DRX에 올인.
모바일도 똑같이 아래 가운데 보면 e스포츠 있어요. 잼이라는 포인트가 있어요. 아프리카 내에서 쓸 수 있는 재화라고 생각하시면 돼요.
잼을 사은품으로 교환 가능하다고요?
이 잼으로 응모를 다 할 수 있어. 키보드는 벌써 나갔네.
아이폰 갤럭시 탭. 아 이게 200잼이야?
교환까지 할 수 있으니까 형님들 아프리카 승부 예측 많이 많이 사랑 부탁드립니다. 받아보도록 하겠습니다.
Today's matchup. Maru, Hero, Zoun, DRG, Zoun. Round of 10. Group A. Africa TV, Free Cup Studio, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. GSL continues on, our coaches.
Yeah, we've had a couple of really great matches tonight, to be honest. Yeah. A very nice one with Zoun taking out DRG, and then Maru, of course, over Hero. That series, if you're like just tuning in and you missed it, time to rewind, because that was amazing.
It has been a really good night of games.
Yeah.
It's it's going to be hard to top those last two best of threes, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. Well, our next match, I mean, for name value, you can't really get better than this. Two players that have been in 6 GSL finals. Maru going up against Sue.
Yeah, Sue back now, looking very strong. I feel like I have not quite put my finger on where his skill is at. I don't know about you.
No, I'm not sure exactly how well he's going to perform. And honestly, when you're, basically when you come back from something like military, you're going to be improving a lot, like, daily. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be too long before he's the same level as all the other top guys, because he absolutely was before he left. Like, Sue has been one of the best Circs in the world forever. Like, he has got such a long history behind him. So will that be tonight? Will that be next week? I'm not so sure. It's a tough first match for him here against Maru, obviously, but yeah, let's see how he's looking right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun for sure. Looks like we're actually about to hop into this as well. Excuse me. I would say I think Maru is probably a league above Sue right now. I think that's a completely safe guess.
Well, there'd be something wrong if that weren't the case. Like, he's the best Terran in the world.
Yeah.
And Sue just came back.
Yeah, and I mean with Sue here, I'm not even trying to be funny here. It's not a finals. That means he could beat anybody.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, he is that player that kind of carried the curse of always getting second place over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, GSL. Sorry. Just ate a bunch of food. I feel like my throat's not totally clear here. Yeah, but GSL's not over. I mean, there's a possibility Sue will once again get to a finals. I feel like we all kind of talk like, you know, we're past that, but who knows, man?
Dude, it would be amazing if he could finally end up winning one. That would really be amazing, honestly.
That would be a very high note to end the season on. Is Sue actually winning?
I can't see him winning this season. There's too many strong players.
I think it's unlikely, but I'm just saying, you know, let's keep that in the back of our heads.
I could see next year him taking down a GSL, possibly, right?
Sure.
Especially as you look at it, right? Like, some of these people, there's going to be, you know, like certain people that get kind of lucky with who's in the military when they peak, right?
Yeah.
Because we're just in that phase where it's like, TY and Innovation aren't here.
Yeah.
That's good for a lot of people.
Yeah. All right, guys. Maru vs. Sue, Game 1 on 2000 Atmospheres starts now.
Onside Gaming, Maru. Kwangdong Freaks, Sue.
Here's a question for you, Tasteless.
Yes.
How much stronger do you think the Korean StarCraft scene would be if there wasn't mandatory military service?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because a lot of people just start phasing themselves out as it comes near.
Yeah.
We lose a lot of talent that way, and we have forever.
It is actually a problem for esports here.
Yeah.
Here's a couple thoughts on that. I wish the government was a little bit more lenient with letting the very best of the best just not do their military service. You know, I think they're a little bit better with that with actual athletes. I may be wrong about this. I'd have to actually research it, but some people get exempt.
Yeah, it's like gold medalists.
And I think Maru he's exempt from military service because he won some global cup.
Oh,
like
the
tournament
Asian Games thing? I don't think he is exempt, though.
Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong.
Okay, maybe I am wrong, but anyways, it would be nice. Like, look, I get it. You know, Korea wants every person to be in the military, and they need to have an active military. Everybody has to be ready in case of an emergency. But it is too bad if you're a pro, right? How much stronger would the scene be? That's a good question. I think it has been a little bit disproven that, you know, you can do your military service and come back and be good. I think there was a kind of attitude, especially during StarCraft 1, that you were obsolete. But there was also a lot of weird attitudes people had that kind of never turned out to be true. There was another one that was very common, which was that if you get older, you won't be good at the game anymore, which I don't know why people even decided that was true. I think Slayer's Boxer had an interview where he said something like that, but he was also becoming less and less competitively viable.
Well,
and, you know, but he was kind of blamed it on his age, and I'm like, I don't know, man.
Boxer's a funny example there, because, yeah, I think I recall him saying something like that, but at the same time, he was actually competitively viable for longer than I think any other player until this very recent era. Like, if Boxer actually was at the top of tournaments for, like, 5 years, he was still getting to, like, top fours.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was very close to 5 years, at least. Anyways, yeah, it's just something I was thinking about.
Then we had Nesty and, you know, even DRG in this tournament, where DRG still looks pretty good. So, yeah, how much does military service really mess up your career? I think it's definitely a pretty big interruption, no doubt. But does the skill necessarily just atrophy, and how bad is that? I think we're kind of saying that, like, it's too bad. It definitely gets foreign players a little bit of an advantage, right? Like, you know, but I don't know. I could talk about this all day, to be totally honest with you. I mean, I'm really interested in it, you know. And then we're going to have, you know, other RTSs that are going to come out here, and there's going to be a whole other old generation playing along with new generations, you know. Yeah. So I think if it was true that as you get older, you can't play RTS games as well, then yeah, that would matter a lot. But it just does. It's every year it's being proven that you can get older and older and still be good. And so then it's like, yeah, it's a
keep
hiccup.
your attention.
Yeah,
I think it's the main thing.
Yeah.
And actually, I have something to say about that too.
Yeah,
but first, I gotta just summarize these builds for everyone.
Yeah, sure.
That was a long time we were talking about other stuff. It was Command Center first against Pool first, but it wasn't 12 Pool.
Yeah.
The 4-lings got there, didn't do much. Maru has hidden 2-factory Blue Flame Hellion, which is not a common build anymore.
No.
Like, this is a very, very, very old build.
Super old.
Yeah, and he's getting a medevac with it, and he is going for an armory. So Hellbats could be in the future, and like, there's no Roach Warren.
Oh,
this is some scary stuff for Sue.
Yeah.
Okay, medevac boosting out here with 3 more Hellions in it.
So there's going to be a lot of drones killed here.
Dude, it's 4-lings, 7 queens against now 10 Blue Flame Hellions. That's pretty scary. You get a volley off on the drones, they're done.
Yeah. And this is going to be like a matter of seconds. This is going to hit Sue here, so.
More Hellions coming down. The medevac getting very close. The Viking had actually kind of cleared this path for him. And here we go. Blue Flames popping out.
Yeah, and these drones are going to be pulled out immediately. Already one getting killed off. They're turning into Hellbats now. Where are the other Hellions? Oh, they're going to be coming in here in a moment.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. That is a lot of drones that could end up dying here.
Oh my God. And the Lings are not going to be very helpful in fighting this off either.
Yeah, the Queen's doing their best to kind of zone everything out. Drilling Claws is on the way. Oh my God. Oh my God. There was real potential there for some damage.
Yeah, that was definitely a misplay there for a second by Maru.
Yeah, but look at this. All these drones in the main base. Oh my God.
Dude, the block on the ramp.
This is almost game over, man.
I actually got confused when I saw the Viking. I'm like, there's a different Hellbat on the ground. What's going on?
Oh,
is that the hero Hellbat?
Maru's actually having a little bit of a hard time controlling this correctly. These drones still getting fried. So many are going down. If Maru just, like, buckles down, gets a few more, man, how do you come back from this?
Dude, it's so much damage. Oh, the medevac is picked off. Another hit.
Ooh, not quite right there. So 21 go down. There's still a fair amount of drones out here. Like, it wasn't as much damage as I honestly thought there would be. There was several times that we jumped the camera over, and the Hellions were just sitting there battling the Queen. So Maru was, like, microing frantically, but maybe didn't switch his screen around quite correctly, which is not that common for him to have those types of, I guess you would call them mistakes, right? But this is not over, right? Like, now he has Drilling Claw mines.
Yeah,
dude,
it's a beating. I do feel like it doesn't look like Maru does this strat a lot. Like, his execution wasn't like what we normally see.
Yeah. Bringing some new strats here in the round of 10. Oh, boy. Oh,
yeah, that
would have been sick.
Another drop. Looks like 2 more Hellbats here.
He is really taxing the multitasking of Sue here.
Yeah.
This is insane. Like, he is non-stop hitting 3 locations.
Yeah, medevac gets downed. They're even on worker count, by the way. So, all in all, honestly, Sue is recovering pretty nicely here.
Yeah, he did all right, considering how tough that was. But it feels like Maru could have done, if Maru, like, microed and controlled that and switched his screens like 10% better, I feel like he would have gotten like 50% more damage.
Yeah.
You know? He just barely missed out on some giant volleys. Either way, Maru keeping that pressure on as he takes his own 3rd base. Sue has that 4th coming. Baneling speed as well as a Hydralisk Den on the way for Sue.
Now, keep in mind, when you're making that many Hellions early on, you're not going to get your main army anywhere near as quickly here. Oh my God, he's not looking. Oh, 15 kills right there.
Yeah, he got the other one that went to the natural with just 2 in it.
Dude,
look at that. Yeah.
Dude, I think that Sue's just falling apart here.
Yeah, he is. Oh, he actually didn't even kill that one. Oh my God. But his attention was certainly down there, so very well played from Sue. I mean, from Maru.
Maru, yeah. 52 drones have been killed.
God.
Something like 33 Lings.
It's a lot.
It's a little bit crazy.
Was that good? Was that good, Tasteless? Not so sure.
Not sure. 1-1's going to finish here. There may be room for a timing attack. I guess there is. He's going to move out.
Yeah, he's got a lot more supply at the moment.
Again, the number of workers that were killed there and this timing attacks coming like within the minute, this is pretty bad, dude. Like, this is going to be a big problem here for Su.
Yeah, he's going to have to hold this with the Lingbane Queen. It's going to be difficult. There's not that many Marines in here. So we could see some good Baneling connections. Obviously, the Hellbats can tank a fair amount. The Siege Tank's going to be trying to target them down. Okay, just rolls them past. More Marines and Marauders starting to come down, making this harder and harder.
Yeah, another tank's going to come in here. All these medevacs so low. I just don't know that the Zerg has enough to deal with this. Well, let's see these Banes here.
Very good micro. I think that's just about it for Su now.
Well, I mean, how much of a beating can you possibly take and then last into a game like this with the pushing ability from Maru, right?
Yeah, if he could clear this army, maybe the game could go on because he does have a healthy drone count at this point, but he's making 32 lings. He's got just these queens for defense.
Yeah, and the queens are not doing that much. More reinforcements are trickling down.
Trying to make a few Banes here, trying to hold on. Like, I guess the hatchery's at full health, so he still has a little bit of time. He has transfusions ready.
Well, if he loses this base here, he's going to lose the game. The queen count is getting thinned out here. More Hellbats join the mix to tank. And again, we're just seeing too many lings die without ever even hitting their target.
Yeah, targeting down this hatchery now as well. A lot of lings coming up into the army. And yeah, I mean, we're really going to see GG now. He's making even less slings now to try to battle against this. And that's going to be that. Maru takes a pretty quick game number 1 using a build that we don't normally see, the 2-factory Blue Flame into mass mine drop.
Dude, he ate Su's face is what happened.
A little bit. Su was definitely unable to hold on there. I think it's very interesting the way that Maru's playing tonight. He's using strategies he does not normally use.
Right.
This one makes a lot of sense to me. In fact, the one against Hero kind of made sense too to me because I'm like, oh, that's not bad against forcing the Nexus out there. But specifically here against Su, like, this is very multitasking oriented and enough outside the box that it's not likely that Su has played against this recently. This was a thing during his career.
Yeah.
But, like, you come back from military and you're, like, grinding against the best Terrans in Korea. Who's doing that against you? No one.
Yeah. That's the thing. Maru is just a step ahead.
Yeah.
Berlingrad for map 2. You know, Su was doing okay, and then there was this window of, like, 30 seconds where, like, 3 Widow Mines hit everywhere, and it's like
24 drones gone.
Yeah, it was too much. Let's see if he can do better in game 2.
Onside Gaming, Maru. Guangdong Freaks, Su.
And that right there is another fast pool. Very interesting that both games he goes for fast pool. Not a command center first from Maru.
Yeah, and I mean, if you go for fast pool and they're not going for anything greedy, it's not, you know, the most helpful thing.
Honestly,
or greedy or aggressive,
against,
I should say.
Yeah, the aggressive play I think he would do better against. That the command center first build right now is just like, unless you're going directly 12 pool, it feels like nothing is actually punishing it, you know? Like, you get there and, like, a Reaper pops out or a Marine, and, I mean, Marines are so microable, it's hard to get too much done. The command center finishes, they can just lift it off and go behind a wall and stuff like that, so. It is interesting to see this, though. Maybe Su just not feeling like he can deal with a regular proxy barracks play. Command center on the way.
Excuse me. I don't know what to expect here from Maru in Game 2. Well, I really like what he did in Game 1. We don't really ever see it.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like it was something that, you know, you are just trying to trickster them. You know what I mean? Like, I think you could just do that, like,
Yeah.
1 out of every 3 games in a GSL, and that should be able to beat really, really good players, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, I guess if you did it a lot, people would start having like roach builds and stuff that would probably shut it down pretty handedly. But to mix that in, sometimes it looks really nice. And the type of multitasking that is going on there, where there's so much on the line as the defender, like all your stuff can blow up so quickly between Blue Flame Hellions and Hellbats and drops and running in, trying to guard 3 bases, and then the mines start with Drilling Claws. Like, there is a lot of danger on the Zerg end.
Yeah,
there is and it, you know, at first he was defending okay, and like you said, it just within a few seconds, everything went wrong.
Yeah. So, you know, in this game, again, this does not appear to be anything like that last game, but Sue, my big takeaway from that, besides Maru's like really impressive build and it was really fun to cast, is like Sue ran out of stamina there. He was actually fighting back pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah.
But then, you know, ended up losing those workers. And this happens in a lot of Maru games specifically. Dude, that's too bad.
That is.
Dropping an Overlord that early.
That's painful.
Things like that make me leave the game immediately. I'm like, I'm not even going to do this. I'm so mad right now.
Look at this. Mines, medevac, armory.
Yeah. Maybe he is going to do it again.
Well, I think he might get Drilling Claws.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously we don't have 2 factories. Well, he actually doesn't have the tech lab, right? Like, he's just got the reactor. I guess it's just for the cloaked mines. Actually, okay. Where his army just was on the 3rd, I remember we saw a build once in GSL, or maybe a couple times, where they utilized the cloaked mines to kind of push a 3rd base relatively quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Where there was a lot of burrow-unburrow micro and like just putting damage down on the hatchery consistently. I don't think it's going to be that, but that kind of came to mind here. Because it's not Drilling Claws, but it's like, okay, yeah, these are cloaked mines. I guess you have to make spores, but you can run them around, spread them out. Tax that multitasking once again for Sue.
Sure. That Overlord did get a glimpse of the medevac here. And the question now is, you know, how quickly is Sue going to respond? Dude, I don't even know what to say. That is...
Okay, the fact that 2 of those hit... 2 of those hit the queen and it's still standing, so that's a little bit painful. You definitely could have gotten more drones.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because that was the golden opportunity.
Still,
but the
13.
fact that Sue looked like he was tabbed out and browsing on Amazon.
Yeah. Well, he was on Gmarket.
He was on Gmarket. Sorry, this is Korea. He was on Coupon, guys.
Yeah, Coupon. Yeah. No one uses Gmarket anymore. That sucks.
I'm trying to think of the most Korean thing he could be trying to buy too. Like he's buying slippers on Coupon right now. Like. Oh man, Artosis got that one.
That. Yeah, I know that.
We've lived out here a long time. Another big drop over here.
Okay, sacks the medevac. Okay, I mean, not as good as the first one, but does a little bit. Oh my God, he just melted a queen with a Liberator.
Sue's getting wrecked, honestly.
Yeah, he is. He's having a hard time. All right, Liberator gonna run out of here. Maybe go home, get repaired for a bit. No, just gonna reposition. Just like, no, Sue, you have to keep moving things. Look at that. Maru's showing off his young little wrist right now.
His young little wrist?
Yeah, dude. This guy still has so many stem cells in his body, man. Oh, my God.
Dude, I know,
Poor
man.
Sue. He's been, like, having to do push-ups in the mud for the last 18 months.
He's been having to crawl through the mud
under
barbed wire.
And then Maru just, like, laughs at him and just, like, sieges a Liberator 4 times. He knows he's not going to get a drone, but and it takes him more clicks than it takes Sue. That's just cruel, man.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm just him doing push-ups in the mud or like trudging through the mud. He's like, oh, I thought creep was supposed to make me faster. Sorry, Zerg player, only in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, man. Truth is, you still are a Terran at the end of the day. You just play the Zerg race.
Yeah. Okay, a little Hellbat Marine push coming in. moving a bunch of creep. Is he going to get much done here? I don't think so, right?
Yeah. Well, that
Not much
was,
at all.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, the Liberator's
I'm
back.
back,
This is-
Sue.
Got one. And now I'll go over here
Yeah.
and siege it. I
The Zerg
faked you
doesn't have-
out.
Just imagine if the Zerg had an upgrade where you could just have the Spore Crawler shoot
While it moves
while
around.
it moves. Like,
Oh my god.
how funny that would look.
Imagine Sky Toss then, man. You just
Yeah,
walk 50
yeah.
spores under the carriers. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Very slowly under the carriers,
Yeah.
you can't get creep there. Just queens and spores walking across the map with this arthritic movement.
Sounds like an amazing game.
Yeah.
A lot of damage going down here.
He just is going to snipe that hatch. Oh, no, he's not. Why do I do that to myself?
I don't know.
I'm like, oh, I can actually see exactly what's going to happen. Let me try this. Nope, never mind.
I like to chalk it up to like honest misunderstandings. You're like, oh, I thought they couldn't transfuse on creep.
I'm like, I just learned the medevac heals too. Like, it's crazy.
Their dropships heal? What?
What? Is that
crazy.
what that beam is?
Nice spread here. Bailing's popping out. Sue going for it. I don't think he can go for it yet. Oh, he actually gets some good hits
Dude,
at the top.
how much can this guy spread? That's insane.
Yeah. Maru's like
That
4
was-
butter knives, man.
I
It's
know,
crazy.
it was crazy what he just did there. All right. Well, he's going to barely win this fight and then just murder that hatchery. GG.
All right. A bit one-sided this series. But, you know, you got to give Sue a little bit of time to get back into full shape. Maru
Yeah.
killing it tonight so far. 2-0 so far.
Man, I'm really, really impressed with Maru here. I will say, though, and I don't like being critical like this, but, like, Sue just really screwed up by not being ready for the drops. Like, it doesn't matter who you are. If the Widow Mines drop in there and you do not immediately split all your workers, then there's not actually that much more Terra needs to do.
Yeah. Well, Maru is the best in the world at this, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I think it's hard to fault him when it's like, play like Maru is what you tell Terrans, and then
Yeah.
you can't tell Zergs also defend Maru, right? Like, those two things don't fit together in the same world.
Guys, we got a mirror matchup coming up. It's going to be Zoun versus Hero after this short break. Stick around.
They know my name 'cause I play a dangerous game. I roll the dice, don't need no good advice. So yeah, I'm trouble, go my own way. know the drop when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 탐스 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로, 우리들의 제로 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
실성사이다 제로 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life 없어도 되는 건 빼고 사이다 실성사이다 제로
아침은 라떼 홀리 점심은 라떼 홀리 저녁은 라떼 홀리 둥글하게 달콤하게 라떼 홀리 달달한 충전이 필요할 땐 칸타타 라떼 홀리.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 탐스 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
실성사이다 제로 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life 없어도 되는 건 빼고 사이다 실성사이다 제로
형님들 아프리카에 승부 예측 생긴 거 아세요, 여러분들?
아니 e스포츠 여기 탭에 있잖아요, 여러분들. 아니 이게 새로 생겼더라.
저는 광동에 올인했어요.
아 진짜요? 아 그럼 전 DRX에 올인.
모바일도 똑같이 아래 가운데 보면 e스포츠 있어요. 잼이라는 포인트가 있어요. 아프리카 내에서 쓸 수 있는 재화라고 생각하시면 돼요.
잼을 사은품으로 교환 가능하다고요?
이 잼으로 응모를 다 할 수 있어. 키보드는 벌써 나갔네.
아이폰 갤럭시 탭. 아 이게 200잼이야?
교환까지 할 수 있으니까 형님들 아프리카 승부 예측 많이 많이 사랑 부탁드립니다. 박수 한번 드립니다.
Today's matchup. Maru, Hero, Zoun, DRG, Zoun. Round of 10. Group A. Africa TV, Free Cup Studios, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. GSL continues on. We've got two more best of threes for the evening. Yeah, this next one's going to be a mirror match. I don't have much to say about the previous best of three. I mean, Sue got just destroyed, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? I mean, there really is no shame in losing to Maru, right?
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
Up next, Protoss vs. Protoss, and then Zerg vs. Zerg. It's mirror match time.
Get your mirrors ready.
Get
your mirrors out.
Ready. Get ready to be vain, boys.
Get your vain game on. Now, yeah, I mean, I think this is going to be maybe one of the funnest fights of the night here. Zoun Hero. I think Zoun pretty solid PvP, but right now I'm a hero guy.
Oh yeah, we're all hero guys.
We're all
here.
hero guys right now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely favoring him, but it's PvP. Who knows? Craziness can occur for sure.
PvP, fun matchup, man. So many different ways the matchup can unfold.
Yeah, by the way, this is an incredibly important match for these guys, right?
Yeah.
Nothing's decided tonight at all, but you really don't want to be 0-2 to start. Right?
No.
And I mean, as far as Zoun goes, like if he can take down Hero after taking down DRG, that's right. That's pretty damn big. Being up 2-0, you're like looking pretty solid going into next week.
I'm really curious what these guys plan for each other, because they have to be aware of, okay, I think it could go either way for these two players, and I think they both know that.
Yeah, for sure.
And so it's really important they come out on top.
Honestly, I think for Hero, he's just gonna go like micro based, right? Like he definitely has good mind games and everything, but I think he can out control Zoun.
Yeah, I think you're probably right about that.
we are getting ready. Berlingrad, the first map, Hardwire, set 2, and 2,000 atmospheres if we make it to set 3.
All right, guys. Berlingrad, go, go.
Came for war.
Alpha X, Zoun. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Hero.
So a very quick Hero Scout going up. Obviously he sees that coming in. And let's see what he does with this. Crash some mineral patches. I mean, okay. It's an awfully fast scout for this, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's also funny because he didn't hide it at all, right? So it's like, do you have any surprises for us? Are we about to learn something about this game?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he was doing this just to check. You know, things like Gateway Nexus are pretty popular right now.
That's true.
You know, there's a few different one-gate build type things. Maybe he was just looking to see if it was something like that, you know. We've definitely seen Hero in the past, like bust, stuff like that with like Proxy Void Ray, Stalker, Battery type builds.
Yeah.
So maybe he was kind of prepped for that, and otherwise, you know, it's like, yeah, economically you're slightly behind from this quick scout, but maybe you're all right and you can just make up for it because you have, you know, confidence against regular builds.
And so far, I mean, the builds are very mirrored right now. We're going to see what the first two gateway units are going to be coming up here. 2 Stalkers for Hero, and 2 Stalkers as well for Zoun. So it's hard to remark too much about this until we see a deviation in the mirror matchup build orders.
Yeah, with the double Stalker, I mean, absolutely anything is possible. A lot of times you know, throw down a pylon or something, try to check exactly what's coming out.
Right.
Before you get out of there. That is a Hero pylon there at the top of the ramp, and there's at the bottom of the ramp a pylon from Zoun, so they're both just trying to figure out what this is going to be.
Yeah, so they're going to see the 2 Stalkers come out.
And
oh, he's not going to show it.
Yeah, he's hiding. He's saying, you finish that if you want to know.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's smart.
I think that's a superior move.
So a little bit of a disadvantage here for Zoun. At least as far as intel goes.
Yeah.
That may or may not hurt him here. He's going to come out with these 2 Stalkers and basically just come in and try to figure out what's going on.
Well, this could be very problematic.
Yeah,
as 2 more pop out, and then he flanks with the other 2.
Yeah.
Like, Hero's already got a huge lead from this. And
yeah.
Look, he thinks that probe is helping. It's 1 Stalker for 2. That's advantage Hero.
And now this is just going to run into the main. That's pretty big. 2 Stalkers for 1. Especially because it's also possible we're going to have some early attacks here. Seems like they're both at least giving that as an option, right? We have proxy pylons on both sides. I do feel like this is slightly better for Hero, though, overall.
Yeah, Hero's going Robo. Yep. And then we have Twilight and Stargate being made. So the Twilight goes up in the main base, but it's actually proxy Stargate. So the Twilight is probably just a fake out here.
Yeah, it seems like it's a red herring tech.
Yeah, you don't have to cancel it because you're probably just going to get it anyways, but throwing that down like right in front of the probe is a little bit of sneakiness. Right, actually excellent volleys here from Zoun.
That really did not go well.
No, it didn't. If he had caught that, amazing. He doesn't catch it, so now the sentries are like, they're not going to have any value for a bit.
Stargate going to finish here. Well, it is very realistic that there's going to be an attack here before this Oracle can get in there. And, you know, the thing about going for this Oracle right now, it could get a lot of kills, but also it's not going to help in defending. I guess, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. Hero's not going to go for it at all. He's going to head back here.
He's backing up for now, but with a Prism and an Immortal, like he is 100% going to do a big push.
I think he's faking it out here.
This is actually like this is a much older type of play. We don't see this that much, what Hero's doing. Used to be much more popular.
Yeah, let's see. You know, keep in mind, with the second Oracle Bank, it's going to be a lot of probes killed really fast, but this push might just kill Zoun.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
It's one thing I'm trying to mention a little bit more when we cast this is like, it's great to kill workers, but not if they already have the army they're going to hit you with.
Yeah.
Then it's really just about that army and can you hold on, because they can lose all their workers and basically come through here and still kill everything off.
It is a lot of damage being dealt, but yeah, that one shield battery, 5 stalkers, does not hold against this.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Takes down that shield battery in a
Oh, the
matter
War
of seconds.
Prism's still alive.
Wow, yeah.
Alive.
And look at this, so much damage being dealt. The Oracle's flying out of there. They only got 7 probes. Already more damage done by Hero.
Yeah, War Prism comes back in. Is he going to be able to snipe it? Pulls it away again. GG, Hero takes game 1.
Very well done. Some killer instinct there once again.
For sure.
I don't feel like Zoun even played it poorly. It's just Hero, he nailed it, man. It was exactly as you said. It's like, yeah, you banked the double Oracle, but now you're in trouble because he already has the army that can kill you across the map.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was a very straightforward game. I really like the play from Hero here. Zoun is going to have to come up with something a little bit better there. By the way, I really like the Hero not sending those stalkers down the ramp. That's like one of those little moments that's very teachable.
Yeah.
Like, it seems obvious after you see it, but it's like, oh, you know.
And he actually kept his probe where you want to put the pylon, where you can always see what comes out of the gates.
Yeah.
And he kept it there so that Zoun could not come up the ramp to put it, so it forced that pylon to bottom too.
Yeah.
And that did force him to lose his stalker. That gave Hero the edge right at the beginning.
Yeah, it's little moves like that can pan out in a big way, like in Hero more and more today here.
Absolutely.
We're going to go to Hardwire now for map 2. Right now here with a 1-0 lead over Zoun. And again, I'm getting Hero vibes here, this GSL. Keep your eye on this guy, man.
Yeah.
He looks like he's going to be going places.
Absolutely. Well, Hardwire is our next map. Let's see. I mean, don't forget, every map really matters too. 2-0 is a better score than a 2-1.
Very good point. All right, guys, game 2 is ready. Let's go.
Came for war.
Alpha X, Zoun. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Hero.
Right. Excited to see what they're going to pull out this time.
Disruptor.
Or a big Disruptor fan in the audience.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, like, I mean, cool, Disruptor fan, all right. But I do think that Disruptor is one of the most hated units in the game.
Yeah. It's definitely up there.
It's definitely.
One of the most hated, probably Baneling, Widowmine.
Widowmine, dude, the amount of people that tell me that they quit when Widowmine came out, it's like Swarm Host and Widowmine are the two things I really hear a lot. Like, yeah, I quit with that.
Yeah. Looks like we have a pylon from Hero. It's so funny, they're both kind of mirroring each other's actions. These are pylons in the middle of the map. It looks like it could be a setup for a Stargate.
Yeah.
If it isn't, I'm gonna
That
be
could
surprised.
be a Twilight, but I think you're right. I think it's double Stargate here, both sides. Dude, I would love this to turn into like a Phoenix game, but I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, Stargate. Hero with a couple of depths. We'll see if Zoun goes the same route. No? Zealot Stalker.
Zealot. Zeely Wheelie.
A Zeely
A
Wheelie.
Zeely Wheelie, huh?
Dude, there's nothing worse than a Zealot at this point, like out of a gateway. Like, he must cancel that. Yeah, there it is. All right. Cancels it. Just wanted the gateway to be building.
Yeah, wants that animation going.
Yeah. But yeah, I literally can't think of a worse thing than a Zealot right now. Just dies to everything. Yeah, every single thing kills it. An Observer probably kills it.
It is funny, like, in this game, because, in StarCraft 1, the Zealot's pretty viable early on.
Yeah.
Like, a Zealot without speed is just, like, the worst thing in the game.
Yeah, well, Micro in StarCraft 2 is way different than StarCraft 1.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
The Adept's not going to find a way in. Double shield battery here for Zoun. So Zoun is actually making a shield battery in his mineral line. I believe Hero is as well. That's pretty big. Okay, Oracle coming from Hero. Oracle coming in from Zoun as well.
Okay,
yeah,
here we
there
go.
it is. There it is. Okay, just goes for the Stasis Ward.
Yeah, he went for the stun. This is actually a bit of a disaster over on the other side of the map in Hero's main. Has he killed anything yet?
No, yeah, he turned it on, and like eventually you get through that energy, but the overcharge says otherwise. Okay, beautiful little ghost in here, shade in. Hero's seeming to be doing better.
Yeah,
like I
he's
think his
looking
defense
stronger.
of the Oracle was very, very strong. And then the Adept's coming, but actually, I guess at the end of the day, they get the same amount.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phoenix out now. Meanwhile, Zoun getting a Phoenix of his own. Worker count's 23 to 20. Zoun actually ahead.
Hero coming back in. Probably just going to try a Stasis Ward.
Yeah, I think a Stasis Ward is a better move when you see the battery like that. He decides to back out. Two Stalkers is enough of a threat. He doesn't want to overextend and lose this thing. Meanwhile, the Nexus is finishing over here for Zoun.
The Phoenix finding this Oracle. Oh, a little bit sloppy there for a moment. Will Hero get this back to enough units to save it? Yeah, looks like... Well, it's like the Oracle is flying over them as they decided to finish shading. 3 probes. Blink on both sides. I would say that this right here, right now, like, really favors Hero.
He seems to be
actually,
in better shape.
He is down probes, to be fair. He has a bit more army.
Yeah, but he has a little bit of a better fighting comp. He's also going to end up taking out that pylon with the Stargate.
Well, one of the main things I was thinking about was just that Hero historically has had basically the best Blink Stalker micro. But I mean, when you're down 9 workers, Zoun might be able to just get more, right?
Well, that's going to be the big question here. His Blink is a little bit further along, so there should be this moment where he's going to have more Stalkers and more that he can actually do with them.
Well, as soon as you have enough Stalkers to one-shot, Blink suddenly becomes a lot less strong, right?
Yeah, that's true. Oh my god. What? Okay, they just kind of went around each other.
Quite a ninja probe here. Zoun adding a couple gates on. So he's gone up to 4 gate, and I believe Hero's gone up to 3, right? So that just kind of directly reflects their difference in economy.
Okay. Well, is he going to maybe try to come into the main, or does he want to push here? I think it's going to be an attack into the main. Here we go. Now, there is a Stasis Ward here. Wow.
That would be hilarious if he blinks onto that.
Blink is done now for Zoun, too.
Yeah. Zoun is down in Stalkers right now, but he has the defender's advantage of batteries. And don't forget, he has had more probes for the entire time. And now with 1 additional gate, he'll start to pull ahead in Stalker count.
And he still has more probes, 43 to 37. The game continues on.
Forge comes up for him. Ooh.
That's a big catch, but
Hero
I don't know.
turns around as that happens.
Yeah, is Hero going to be able to come down here in time and try to punish this?
I don't think he's going to get a punish off, honestly. Like, you can wait for them to unfreeze, and maybe you get one, but, like, they can blink away.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's too risky. Another Stasis Ward comes down here. Oh, big catch. Body blocked. Wow, lots of free kills there.
Well, I guess, you know what, he pulled his attention to the side at the right time. Okay, Hero does have to vacate this area, I think. He's not going to get much more done.
Yeah, Sentry going to help out there.
So Hero has his third base going up. Zoun did go into Forge and Robo, adding some additional gates, really utilizing that economy. Gets his own third Nexus.
Charge on the way now for Hero.
Makes sense. You do eventually want to get into charge here.
Yeah.
With that quicker third Nexus, that's going to be very nice.
Okay, I don't think he's going to be able to kill this off, but I think both sides have to be a little bit cautious here. Ultimately, it is going to be Zoun being a little bit stronger here. Looks like he wants to once again go for a Stasis Ward.
Yeah, I mean, you know, some lost mining time. Not too bad. A lot of Stasis Wards going down.
Yeah, big Oracle Stalker game here with the Stasis Wards.
Now look at this for Zoun. He's actually going right into the Robotic Support Bay. Are we just going to see Blink Disruptor from him? I mean, it's a composition he's very good with. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
First Disruptor on the way.
Hero's Robo is almost done. Seems like it's been Hero who's wanted to be on the offense the whole time, but Zoun's basically been in a better place this whole game.
Yeah, he's had more probes forever now. Still has more probes. Up 11.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Sends that probe out to trigger that.
All right, Hero coming in, trying to get a little bit of damage here.
Now
Overcharge his cast.
There is one Disruptor in this game. We don't see where it is. 4 Stalker's going to come in here for a counter. Oh my God!
Oh,
dude, he wasn't looking.
Blink's right on top of it. Now the overcharge did last for a little bit longer there. The Zod's mostly stuck here.
Yeah, he fixes that pretty quickly here. And I mean, dude, Hero is just like so much more clean. Dude,
wow.
Hero just decapitated him, man. That was sick.
No,
that was really impressive, man.
That blink forward to get the 1 Disruptor.
Yeah.
Really amazing. Great play there from Hero. Again with the killer instinct. Goes 2-0 against Zoun, so really helping his position after the 1-2 against Maru. And as far as Zoun goes, like, to have a win, this is the worst situation that you can be in, right? Like, he went 2-1 against DRG, and now he went 0-2.
Yeah.
So, it's not the worst thing. He's not down 2 losses, but definitely not what he was looking for there. You really want every single map.
It's a rough one, man. Very explosive series. Hero looking so hot right now, man.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Clearly, Hero the better player. Up next is our final best of 3 of the night. It's going to be DRG versus Sue, a ZVZ. Yeah, wow, we'll be right back.
Nothing without you, it's hard to breathe. Yeah. Nothing without you, I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 함 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로, 우리들의 제로, 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
실성사이다 제로. 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life. 없어도 되는 건 빼고 실성사이다 제로.
아침은 라떼, 홀릭 점심은 라떼, 홀릭 저녁은 라떼, 홀릭 둥글러게 달콤하게 라떼 홀릭. 달달한 충전이 필요할 땐 칸타타 라떼 홀릭.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I'll be coming up hot for a minute.
상큼함 맥스, 칼로리 X, 맛있는 함 제로. 요즘 제일 탐나는 제로, 탐스 제로. 같이 떠나볼래?
실성사이다 제로. 그래 걱정 빼고 고민 빼고 망설임 빼고 This is zero life. 없어도 되는 건 빼고 실성사이다 제로.
형님들 아프리카에 승부 예측 생긴 거 아세요, 여러분들?
아니 e스포츠 여기 탭에 있잖아요, 여러분들. 아니 이게 새로 생겼더라.
저는 광동에 올인했어요.
아 진짜요?
네.
아 그럼 전 DRX에 올인.
모바일도 똑같이 아래 가운데 보면 e스포츠 있어요. 잼이라는 포인트가 있어요. 아프리카 내에서 쓸 수 있는 재화라고 생각하시면 돼요.
잼을 사은품으로 교환 가능하다고요?
이 잼으로 응모로 다 할 수 있어. 키보드는 벌써 나갔네.
아이폰 갤럭시 탭. 아 이게 200잼이야?
교환까지 할 수 있으니까 형님들 아프리카 승부 예측 많이 많이 사랑 부탁드립니다. 박수 한번 드립니다.
Today's matchup: Maru, Hero, Zoun, DRG, Zoun. Round of 10, Group A. Africa TV, Freak Up Studio, live. 2022 GSL Season 2.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to end the night on a ZVZ. This is going to be DRG versus Sue. And, yeah, man, I'm not sure what to expect. I do think Sue looks a little bit weak today. I don't think his reaction time has been that fast.
Okay.
That being said, I'm sorry, guys, but I don't think DRG looked that great either today.
Okay. Well, here's a couple thoughts. DRG did take down Rogue, so that's impressive ZVZ-wise. But at the same time, a ZVZ for Sue against DRG is not going to be anywhere near as complicated as Maru dropping 3 locations at the same time constantly, right? So I think it's more doable. right?
Sure.
Okay. As long
Yeah.
as we're on
I'm like,
the
are we
same page
fighting
there.
right now? What's going on?
I don't know.
Man. I will say, I think in this group, this might be the weakest of the pack with these two, so it's going to be very important for for whoever can take this.
Yes, I would agree with that. Like whoever loses here, I think, like again, nothing is completely decided today. That's just the way it goes. But whoever loses here, I do not see advancing because they are going to have very hard matches coming up still.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, little friendly reminder here: GSL's on tomorrow.
Oh my God, I actually forgot.
Yeah.
I was sitting here and I was like thinking about how I didn't have to see you again tomorrow. And now you just reminded me and my night is ruined and I don't even want to cast the CVZ anymore.
I'm almost got to remind myself. I could just as easily forget.
Dude.
Be like, I'm going to stream and then go see my friends tonight. And I have that text message like, where are you? And I'm like, no!
Look at this map pool for this set. Blackburn, Cosmic Sapphire, Nautilus 2. Do these two hate themselves?
Yeah,
like, why
this
is
this is a rough map set for
Jeez.
sure. Guys, game one's loaded up. DRG versus Sue. Let's do this.
Wow. That is a 12 pool, my friend.
Team NV, DRG.
It rhymes.
12 pool against hidden gold base hatchery.
Well, we're just all bad people. That's what this is.
They're both
They're
bad
both
people.
bad people is
Yeah.
my conclusion here.
No, really.
They're both just morally bankrupt for
Did they
one.
not both go hatchery first into third base, then someone makes more lings than the other?
Could be.
Disgusting. I'm disgusted.
Disgusting. So,
God, I hope their mothers aren't watching this. Tasteless.
I hope their mothers aren't watching.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Ooh, Sue, KDF win. Nice sign.
Yeah. All right, Sue expands, making plenty of lings now. Now, I mean, he's just going to figure out that there's a gold base, right, and go kill it. But, I mean, sitting on one base for DRG, it's not going to be that hard to defend his main.
Yeah, that's true. He is pretty spread out. But getting a deny on the first hatchery, I mean, that's pretty big.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just wondering if there's some world in which he does not find it in time to bust it.
Well, the thing is, I feel like it's no secret if you don't see a hatch there that
he
this
goes,
is, he knows.
He literally turned to the gold.
Hacker, pause the game.
Oh, DRG can't be too happy about that, can he?
Yeah.
All right, a lot of lings being made by DRG. He's also getting speed. So there is the possibility of like a counterattack here. Oh, wow. He's going to try to hold this, man. Okay, Queen pops out. Decent amount of lings here. Drone's coming up to fight.
Dude.
Oh, my God, Tasteless.
Oh, is he the Gamer King?
Okay.
Well, this is funny.
Now, I just want to throw this out there.
Yeah.
That was a 12 pool. And he wasn't able to bust a hatchery that was made like 100 miles away from DRG's main base.
Speed is about to finish.
And when
here.
we see pool first, it doesn't stop command center first. I think the spawning pool needs to cost 150, man. Like
we got to go back to the Brood War. No,
back in
pre-Brood War?
1999.
Yeah, yeah. I think literally 1998 or so is how old that is.
Maybe. All right, Speedlings come in. Nah, I don't think so. Oh, DRG's going for it, man. I don't think so, though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 2 queens and the same amount of lings beat Speedlings. I mean, I know Speedlings get better first hits, but...
I feel like this was a bad move to run in.
Yeah. When he attacked the same amount of lings and then 3 queens
but
also.
Not even just that, but I mean this run in here.
Oh, yeah,
like
this
to
one?
run in and do this. It's like... Oh.
All right, he has to turn those around.
One drone dies.
Okay, gets 1, yeah. I don't think those things are going to last much longer, though. Yeah, down he goes. That's a lot of lings that he's making. Okay, droning time. Seems like the aggression is done for now. 10 of 12 drones on that gold base. That's looking very nice for DRG. Su is up in workers. Okay, I don't think so there either. Some
Artos, you're so funny. This
dude. I like watch him attack into. It's like I have 2 more Zerglings. It's like he has 3 queens behind. Do you think 3 queens are not equal to 2 Zerglings? Like, what are we doing? Tasteless, if you have 2 Zealots, do you attack 3 Zealots? No! You don't do that. So why is he doing this?
It's a good question.
Stop! I have speed. He's in a line. There's you can't run past. My God.
It was odd when we saw him attack in there.
Dude. Oh my God.
This is a rough one.
He's got 3 stalkers. His opponent has 4 stalkers. He's like, I think I can do this.
Oh, the lings are going to run by. That queen is not fat enough.
No. All right, lings finally get in. Maybe some damage can be had. Gets around that queen. He will pop that one. Goes after the drones as well. Okay, a couple kills.
Not
sure
many
how much
places
more
to go.
Yeah.
He's still making lings, by the
Dude,
way.
he's making a lot of lings now. Now that he's in, oh, is he in?
He's going to try to run out. Maybe he can get a drone or 2 here.
I think
Nice.
he just needs to keep these alive until the next group comes. I think that's...
He actually did a lot that time without taking much damage, and he's basically pulling the lings back here. So he's creating the illusion that he's harassing with these lings and droning behind it, when he's actually linging behind it.
Yeah, he certainly is. A lot of lings coming.
What was that little giggle yourself?
Well, you said he's linging behind it. I'm like, wow, Swedish people love lingonberries, man. Every time I go to...
Oh, that was not canceled.
Oh, my God. If you go to IKEA, man, everything's lingonberries. It's wild. Anyways.
Excuse me, I'm dying.
Yeah, so Su is up in drones right now. Starting to pop out a few roaches. A lot of roaches being made by DRG as well.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Body Block City. Damn,
41 lings have died for DRG against 25.
That's not the number we were expecting when it came up.
No, actually, that's pretty much what I was expecting when he was attacking in the same amount and queens. And this is why we don't do that.
Oh my God.
Okay.
My cheeks hurt.
Roaches and Ravager stasis on both sides. They're both going to have the +1 carapace. All right, Suja's going to run by. Where's he going, though?
Well, the lings are going to come up here. And, oh, yeah, it does manage to deflect that.
Yeah, the Ravagers here are going to be really cool.
The Ravagers, I think he can actually pry this open.
Yeah, it might be. I really like the idea of the Ravagers because the lings will just kind of stop everything from coming out, and then when there's a choke, I mean, that's where Ravagers are really going to kill it. And they can also break any force fields that are there, so that's nice.
There's that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, at this point in time, Su has to do something because he's just in, like, a worse position by every metric right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I would love to see a Baneling or something. Like, he is about to have Roach speed, so that's really good. He has that layer. As his Roach Ball gets bigger and bigger, the Lings become less powerful, but the thing is, the Lings, with the Ravagers, you can just kind of, like, freeze the Roaches from moving and nail Biles.
Yeah,
and when
that's the thing.
Biles
You can cover
landing,
surface area and they can't wiggle away.
Yeah, yeah. So even though you might have pretty much critical mass, the Lings just slowing you are going to deal a lot of damage. All right, droning is occurring. Queen's coming out. Ooh, going to kill off a few of these Overlords. That's nice. DRG supply blocked.
Okay, the Lings are going to come back up, and I think this is probably, or at least around this time, is going to be when it's time to actually strike. There's no way to attack it when you're when the Zerg's on 2 bases and they're turtled up like that. Like that's probably the only way you could lose this game. But maybe now it might be tempting to come in there and hit him. But I don't see that many Roaches and Ravagers here for DRG either. What?
Yeah, DRG doesn't have that many, but look, he has
damaging
87
his Overlord and
lings.
running away. I like that.
87 lings though, Tasteless. Like that's some serious business with those lings.
It looks like those lings are set up to basically counterattack.
Yeah, we can kill something pretty darn quick. DRG with a lot of army supply here. You know, you never know. Like, possibly with the type of gas, like he has additional guys who's not mining out of everything yet, but he could get a Baneling Nest. Like, occasionally we've seen in the past players go for, like, Roach Ravager, but then a bunch of Banes are there, and you just, when the other Roach Ball just gets demolished if you have enough Banes. Doesn't seem like he's going to do that, though.
Okay. They're going to be coming in now, and this is a lot of lings.
Ooh, a good split and pullback from Sue to start here. The lings are on top of a bunch of the Roaches at the top, but is he going to have enough?
Well, I
don't think so. Like, I think DRG's going to break him.
I think I thought you were saying it the other way around. Yeah, I think DRG should just be able to overpower him here. Yeah, this is going to be GG. And I got to say, an unimpressive game here from Sue, to be honest. From start all the way to finish. GG.
GG. Well, I thought his defense at the beginning was really good. When the first lings got in, that was tough. Just the fact that he wasn't able to really kill the gold hatch has to be a little bit frustrating.
It's funny, because I thought it was going to work, but maybe that rush really isn't that good if you can't start damaging the hatchery immediately.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, there's enough time for the lings to hatch.
Also, you're kind of getting flanked a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you're actually on the hatchery, then units come in from behind.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's in the natural, you can back up towards the ramp, and you're never actually flanked.
I think that's a very good point. You get stuck. All right, well, we're going to have another game, hopefully two, but at this rate, it's looking like it should be a 2-0 for DRG. He's just playing so much better, to be honest.
Maybe.
But honestly, not even the greatest games from DRG either.
Yeah.
When he overdid it with those lings, it was questionable. Artosis, it's your 2 favorite words. Cosmic and Sapphire.
Oh, I thought it was set in 2. Okay. Cosmic Sapphire, man. That tiny little choke. Are we going to see lings here?
We could.
I think it's a Mutamap.
It's a Mutamap. Guys, game 2 is ready. DRG Pursue continues on.
I came for war.
Team NV, DRG. Guangdong Freaks, Sue.
All right, fast expands on both sides. Sue's first non-pool first build of the day.
Very cool.
It's very brave of him to go hatchery before the pool.
No. So, I
What
mean,
is
we're going to
that
see if
there?
Sue can play a little bit better or not. It didn't seem like he was in great form. I actually kind of had higher expectations for him coming into this today.
Did you?
I actually did. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Well, but I guess it's really not about if he wins. It's how do the games look. I think he's just been kind of bullied in all his games today.
Yeah. Well, he's the freshest back, so.
Yeah, it makes sense. One thing to keep in mind, too, is like, okay, so you can't be a pro gamer when you're in the military, but you can still play games, right? So I don't know how active versus not active he was.
Well, I guess, yeah, that is a question, right? Some people are stationed in such a way where they actually live at home and commute to a certain job.
Yeah.
And then some people are in like a barracks, right? Where
Yeah, or
like,
on
you
a
probably
base
can't play
somewhere.
StarCraft 2.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just something to note. With the military service, it can be pretty flexible. Like, I know some people end up actually like just doing kind of civil service work, like some kind of like a police officer or a.
You can do like nursing type jobs,
you can even
teaching
work in a
type
train
jobs.
station.
Yeah. There's a huge variety.
So, some players end up in those roles, and sometimes those allow you to still play a little bit, and then others like, you know, you're more what we would conventionally think of as a military job. You know. So and the only reason why I'm bringing that up is like we don't know how active versus not active. Some pros just don't play at all during their stint in the military.
Yeah, and some people play a lot.
Yeah.
Remember, Bjorn was pretty active there, especially towards the end of his military.
Some people are gamers to the core.
Yeah.
Baneling's Nest has started here for DRG. And, I mean, we've casted this one a million times, Artosis, but it might be one guy making lings and being super aggro, the other defending. In this case, it looks like it's DRG already gearing up to come out here and hit.
Yep. Just made some more lings, so it does look like that's going to be the case. He's going to be the aggressor. That is a lot of lings being made, man. These two running around. Okay, speed finishes. Definitely they want to become banelings. See if they get
want
their
to
wish.
become,
Yeah,
that's what they want to be when they grow up, as a baneling. And this is going to be a very, very tough hold. Okay, now the Overlord scouted this. We don't know if Su sees it just yet, but he should.
Oh, yeah. Okay, some more lings coming up. Brings his 3 queens as well. See if DRG continues this heavy pressure. Starts a couple more Banes. Oh, that is a lot of lings for DRG here. Starting to break through a little bit.
I feel like these other Banes might not even finish in time. Like, I think he can kill the queens. Oh, he's just going to run right by.
Man.
Oh, my God!
Yeah, he's going to get quite a few drones right here. Look at that. 6 drones go down. He still has a good amount of lings here as well.
Yeah, this is, what? All right, we missed something. I imagined it was 2 Banes went in there.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like some lings died or something. All right, finally does clean that up. DRG has droned up beyond what Su has.
Yeah, still in good shape here. And it seems like he's going to continue to aggress here.
Yeah, he did make some more. Actually, quite a few more.
Yeah.
Trying to go after this queen. He's not going to get it. All right, down go those lings as well. A few more drones on each side. Quite a few more lings for DRG, though.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
I actually just stopped casting.
Yeah.
I just had my mouth like, I look like that surprise Pikachu meme there. All right, he's going to continue to try to come in here and do some damage. Ooh, gotta be careful.
Good targeting here from Su.
It's actually kind of insane that DRG just went for it like that, but
that was pretty well done from Su. That looked like it was going to be a bit more dangerous. Now he's up 5 drones. Same army supply. All right. $47 lanes gone.
Okay, Banes are going to come up once more. And we got to see, is Su actually watching? Oh my God, well, it's like he saw it, and I think he just misclicked because they were going away.
Sometimes you have to face your fears, Tasus, and that's exactly what the drones did.
And then they died.
Yeah. That's why I always run from my fears. All right, these lings in here getting a little bit of harassment, actually. 8 drones falling. Oh, man. Su having a little bit of a hard time.
So, I mean, this is getting pretty dicey here. I don't think it's not fatal damage, but we're starting to get around that area. You know what I'm saying? Again, more workers going to be picked off here.
Yeah, just continual production from DRG. He's maintained a reasonably high drone count throughout this. He's kept so much pressure on. And look at this, 10 roaches and 18 more lings, like 26 more lings now.
He's going to have this roach battering ram.
Yeah.
It can allow him to actually hold positions in fights. And he'll probably make more lings behind that because they reinforce more quickly.
And that'll allow him to just target down any Banes as well. And then his lings just have free reign. This is going to be very tough for Su to hold, I think. It looks like Su's dead again. Okay. Yeah, the roaches are going to be just such a big problem here. He does have some of his own popping out, so let's see how that goes. Yeah, his Baneling's actually connecting on the roaches.
Yeah. The last one was okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think these Banes are just going to see whatever they can find, try to hit it. Looks like that was a bit of an overextension.
Solid hold.
Yeah, a little bit of a sloppy attack there, too, from DRG.
Yeah, it felt like it could have been a little bit better.
Uh-oh. Bad rally. Oh, my God. Is he just going to try to right-click down the hatchery?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, though.
Yeah, there's too many transfuses. That was a weird move. You know, honestly, very questionable choices here from DRG.
Yeah, DRG is playing pretty fast and loose in these EVZs.
Yeah, he's like super aggro, but
yeah,
well, I would say the precision, is not quite there.
90% of the battles have been on Su's side of the map, and they definitely haven't all gone well for DRG. But he's had the edge. Like I would say, 2 times he had a decent edge here against Su, whereas Su gets back to even, right? So I mean, if you continue down that line, that's not bad for DRG.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you get ahead and then it's like you screw up a little bit, it's even, then you get ahead again, you screw up a little bit and it's even. Like that, I would say, if that's the kind of fluctuation, it's pretty good for DRG.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a moment on the map yet where Su's really been able to do anything other than defend this whole game.
Will we get to that moment? He has gone up in drones. Getting an additional upgrade. Both sides getting roach speed as well.
Right. I mean, there's going to be this 4th base being taken here. This is kind of a funny looking series of events. Like, I feel like if anybody was going to be expanding, it should have been DRG first, but here we have Su out on the map growing, which I would imagine would mean that the next attack from DRG should work even better, but maybe I'm not seeing this correctly.
Well, Su has like a very, very healthy economy at this point.
There's so many roaches here for DRG, man.
Is Su... Oh, okay. Now we see the production tab. So Su is focusing heavily on getting those upgrades, but he is behind a little bit. Now, these chokes are pretty small, so the Ravagers definitely can help out. It's a little bit harder to push through chokes, but that is a lot of roaches, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is so many here. And he continues to just engulf the roaches of Su. I think this game's done.
Yeah.
I'm like, GG?
No, GG.
GG, I think you're right. All right, well, definitely DRG the superior player here. Su just not able to get a break, having a rough day here.
Yeah, not looking too hot, unfortunately. 0-4 for him. You know, I said that nothing gets completely decided, but we are very close on Su right now. It does not look good for him going forward.
It is, and he's got some very tough opponents still to play here.
Yeah,
in this group
for sure.
And
he needs to really clean him up if he's.
I don't want to rag on him too hard, but it is. He's seen better days for sure.
Yeah.
So you can see these guys obviously still friends in real life, but it's a rough group. If 2 people don't make it out, I could see it being these 2 guys here. Even DRG when he wins, it's like he's overextending a bit.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that some. But you know what? Well done. He does pick up that victory, very importantly.
And so that's how far we've gone here for Group A. Maru is going to be in first place, but Hero's not too far behind. Actually tied up with Zoun, excuse me. I didn't even realize that. And then DRG and Su are slumming it in the bottom.
Yeah, it is looking tough for them. Of course, the top 3 do advance. You want to get as high as you can in these standings for better seeding into that round of 6. Yeah, not looking very good for our Zerg players. Now,
so, guys, tomorrow we're going to be on. Tomorrow, same time, same channel, all that, but we're not ever normally on Tuesdays, so we hope you can take some time to join us for that. And then we're going to have a lot of time off.
Yeah, it's like 13 days or something in between.
So, is it that much? Wow, okay. Yeah, so about 2 weeks off after that. We're going to let DreamHack have their time and their viewership, and then we're going to come right back. So It's kind of unfortunate that we're at this phase of the tournament, and then we have the break because it's like both day 1 and day 2 are inconclusive for the round of 10, and then we have all this time to kind of almost forget about it.
It's a lot of prep time in between, though. Like,
it's
for
a
instance, maybe you're lucky if you played against Sue today because he'll probably be stronger in 2 weeks, honestly.
I would think so.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be sure to join us for that. But and this is the one weird thing about this format is that, like, we can't really take away anything or to take away too much from the games today because we can't draw any conclusions.
Maru looking fantastic.
Right.
Sue looking like he should be getting last place in this group. That's about it for now. Hero, definitely I'm getting the same vibes as you, that he can make it deep this season, possibly a Protoss champion in GSL again.
I would welcome that.
Yeah. They say once every 5 years we'll get one, so we're pretty due at this point.
Yeah. It wouldn't be nice to eventually have a Protoss champion.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Zerg's pretty good.
Well, this season, like these two Zergs, I don't know if they're going to make it
These two
out.
Zergs are not too hot.
Yeah, but the other group, Ragnarok's been doing well.
But that ain't the race's problem, okay?
Ragnarok has been doing pretty well, and then Dark's in that group, which obviously Dark, you know, he could definitely win the season.
That's all the time we have, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you. Bye-bye.
#2022 GSL Season 2.